Welcome to the Inglorious Bards Adventure 47. We are back after a bit of a hiatus, and we are back in a new studio right now. If you are listening on the podcast, you can definitely check us out on YouTube channel as well as twitch.tv/IngloriousBards and check us out in our new studio. We are all face to face, able to see each other, game off of each other. We're so excited, with the exception of Jeremy, who is not with us today. He is on break. He will be back with us soon. And we are picking up pretty much where we last left off in our adventures. So a quick thanks to all of you for being so patient. We are so grateful for all your support. Everyone was chiming in on our Discord server, as well as our patrons hanging in there. We absolutely appreciate it. We've got the cameras up, the lights up, the mics up. We've got hopefully everything dialed in. Anyone listening live on our Twitch stream right this very moment, by all means, let us know if there's any strange audio sounds, and we can take a look at that. And we think we've got things dialed in, and we are excited to see what happens next. And I will warn our players that I think this may be one of the most dangerous sessions we have ever had, not due to the content, but due to the break of you guys I had that ability to heal, I forgot, and you died. Or even, well, let's go save that guy, forgetting that he was your arch nemesis or something like that. You know, there's just been this delay, so just be careful. Be careful. All right, so let's get into our adventure and pick up where we left off. But before we do, let's get a recap from Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy's not here. For the first time in Season 3, we will have a recap from, let's pick Seth for this recap.
Hello! It's been a minute. I'm going to recap our last episode, but I'm going to start by recapping our current arc of getting after this dirty, dirty dragon, Char Ice. We found out that the enemy of our enemy is our enemy. The original enemy being Scourgeonar. We first met Char Ice at a great fortress covered in snow in the north of the Thousand Isles. She promptly, or supposedly, depending on your viewpoint, killed Sir Brenro Saldramain. And froze the rest of us in a months-long stasis. Char Ice is causing some global warming problems in the whole northwest of the realm. Everything is cold as balls. We meet a new hero, Bali Ashbeard. He tells us that this lady dragon has come from Charbane to once again take rule of Varen. He also told us that she has some strong as shit allies. We were also told through some gypsy magic that there is a great sorceress who could take care of this dragon for good. The heroes go in search of her. What they found was a young, untrained girl named Yelena. They secured her and took her with them to the Great White North into the wilderness. They promptly and barely took care of a few of these allies of Char Ice. So currently, but in the last episode, we found ourselves in a hideout / lair / Fortress of Solitude thing of Char Ice. After dispatching several Colium guards, we met a lieutenant of hers named Hattrack. He surrendered and tells us that there are 3 rift spheres that are her sources of power. One of these spheres is here in the cave. We let Hattrack go, but not before Bali gives him an invisible secret mark of his dwarven people. Hattrack is headed for exile into the mountains southeast of where we're at. He also left us with a few things. Chief amongst them is a Nexus Quill, which allows us to make a portal, a permanent portal, to the Nexus. Xander starts this process, but he starts this process right after Bali, destroys the Rift Sphere and does a shit ton of damage to all of us. And that, my friends and foes, is where we find ourselves.
All right, so our adventure continues from where we last left it. Xander, using the Nexus Quill, had carved symbols into a rock overlooking the Endless Pond. Using the essentially a teleportation circle, you have all gone back to the Nexus itself. The Nexus is your home away from home. It is a reclusive retreat that is in a place outside of the normal world of Varen. There is a physical door you can leave out that empties out into the city of Mirskan. But you're completely protected. It's essentially a tower in another dimension. You guys have been there for maybe a day or two, collecting yourselves, getting things prepared, and you have decided to head to the northeast to the dwarven stronghold of Storm Hall, where Bali is originally from. You folks have decided to go that way for what particular reason?
There's, pray tell, one of the wrist spheres up there.
All right.
And a whole bunch of undead.
And a whole bunch of undead. So the group decided to head there. Xander and Yelena, the young sorceress, have decided to remain behind. They are going to focus on her training within the Nexus. Xander has some ideas as to how to greatly improve her magic and build her confidence up. And they are going to be essentially doing that X-Men, what is it, War Room type thing?
Danger Room.
Danger Room, thank you. That they're going to be doing. Xander says, go ahead. They know where you're headed. Go ahead on without them. They'll catch up in a few days or a week at the most, as soon as they can. They know where you're at. And you guys have then gotten some horses. You have left the city of Mirskan and are making your way out east by northeast. We actually have a giant map here in the studio. For those of you playing the home game, you can look. There's a map available probably on our Discord.
It's right here next to me, guys.
And you can definitely follow along if you want. You guys are leaving Mirskan, which is on the west coast of the continent of Varen. Heading out on your horses, each of you have your own horse, with Bali having found miraculously a war pony that you are using. Its name surprisingly is called Boulder. Boulder the war pony. And it is just like you. It's small, it's squat, but like almost roided out with its muscles type of a thing as it rides down. And it's a hard gallop as you go. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Yeah, the group is normally like 7 of you with Yelena. Mm-hmm. The 5 of you head off. Following the river and the road through the kingdom of Navarre, where you've spent so much time, you're almost backtracking, going through the fields, going through the woods, and making your way along the river towards the town of Tabanry. Your goal being getting into the kingdom of Calaviaire, and then following the mountain range northeast to the Dwarven Hold. This will be a 2-weekish journey to get there. It's no small feat, but you have definitely started your way. Only a few days in, just outside of Tabanry by maybe 6 hours or so, the group, and who is leading the group in the lead horse?
Probably going to be Sildren. Yep, as he's sort of our pathfinder of the group.
All right. I'm imagining Sildren has no saddle or bit or bridle with his horse?
Correct.
All right. Sildren, you can see up ahead there is a collection of 2 wagons and 4 men who are armed and uniformed on the road up ahead. They're quite some distance away. They can see you. This is a wide open plain, very gentle hills. They can totally see you off in the distance. You can see them off in the distance, and they appear to have stopped some wagons, is what you can see from this distance.
Okay, how many armed men are there?
Quattro, 4.
And how many wagons have they stopped?
2.
Okay. I will inform my group and continue forward normally.
Are we there yet?
Are you riding a pig or something?
That's all we had.
About the right size.
And then check my sound, Tim. They're reporting my sound may be a little hollow. So
I know.
take a look at that. I'll see if I can talk louder. All right, so you're proceeding forward more, you said?
Yeah, are these armed guys uniformed?
They are.
Okay. Can I tell what uniform they are?
Make a perception roll from this distance.
All right. Oh God, I need to find actual real things. 22 plus 13, 35.
You need to make a perception roll.
That's 35.
What? We have to roll the die.
I did.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry. I've got a monitor blocking me. All right. Okay. With a 35, you can absolutely see from this distance that they are 4 men dressed in the outfits of the Renarian Brotherhood, a religious group you folks have run into in the past.
Oh, snap. We're in for trouble, boys. And girls.
And I can see
Calling me
anything
a
up
boy?
ahead.
They're Renarian Brotherhood ahead.
Yeah, let's get them.
Is there any cover or anything nearby?
No, this is just grass, maybe a foot high is the most cover you have.
Oh, I could disappear easily.
What's our plan? We're just gonna go up and start stabbing? That's my plan. That's a good plan.
I don't actually.
Maybe we could
I have to
try
be
to
honest,
just ride
but-
through.
I don't see anything
Like
wrong
over
with
the
that
top
plan.
of them?
I don't like not on top of them, but like maybe
Whoever
past
they're
them.
stopping is in trouble too, I would imagine.
What if we
Are the
ride past
Renarian-
them, but like take our swords and slash?
Are the Renarian known to bully?
No.
No.
We have
I don't see any problem here. Let's keep moving.
What sort of jurisdiction do they have?
none.
They don't
They
have
have no
jurisdiction anywhere.
jurisdiction. They're criminals
Well then,
and they're bullies and they're not very good people at all. We've encountered them in Mirskan and they were very happy to have no king in that city.
then we ride through.
Over the top of them.
If they don't get out
Stab,
the way,
stab.
if they don't get out the way,
If we can pass by quietly and the people that they have stopped are fine, then we can pass. But otherwise, I think we
don't have Xander with us, so quietly is an option.
yes.
Oh, that's a good point.
I forgot.
So that's what you guys want to do? Go quietly through them?
Well,
Well, it's either
Bully
this way
quietly
or
casts Vital Beacon on himself.
Okay, healing beacon, ready to go.
it's
Yeah,
either.
I'm not taking any chances.
By my count, it's either this way or a 3 days journey around.
we'll go right by them if we can. We're not
Right
going to go
through
around them. But I guarantee you, they're not going to let us just pass quietly. So be
Well, enough of
prepared.
the cabin. Let's get to the stabbing.
Yeah!
Don't you
I
have
don't think I've seen you do much stabbing, though,
Don't you have a
Bolly.
hammer?
I've been listening to you too much. I'm taking it on.
Maybe use that warhammer for something other than a paperweight.
All right, we're riding into this.
Okay, the group starts riding in, led by Sildren.
Yep, and as we are, before they can really easily tell that we would be casting spells, I'm going to give our whole group a little haste.
Okay.
Haste?
I believe it's 6th level. At 6th level, it'll affect up to 6 people.
What's
So
that
will
mean?
be-
We could actually
you
move.
get 1 extra action that can be a stride or strike.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty damn huge.
but it can't be anything other than a stride or a strike.
Yaru would like to kind of lead his horse close, not like a little bit behind Sojourn, but sort of near the front of the pack, I guess.
Okay.
Going to use his hobnobbing skills whenever he can.
All right. The 5 horsemen of the apocalypse ride close to this stop, and you see the first wagon starts rolling on past and heading further east down the road. There's one wagon still there, and then these 4 Renarians. They have horses that are tied off to the side that they're maybe 50 feet away from, and the Renarians are there. They have their hammers slung over behind their backs, over their shoulders, and your group comes up to them. 2 of them, as they're known for coming in pairs, 2 of them split off from the wagon, walk past it, and come up to your group. One of them holds out a hand and says, "Hold there! State your business!"
Sildren says, "You have no authority to halt us on this road. We are emissaries of the king, and we know who you are, and we know you need to be gone." because you have been kicked out of the city, and any resistance from you will result in a lot of pain.
Make an intimidation roll.
This is not what I'm known for. And that's going to be, let's see, 5 plus. Probably not enough.
First roll back, everybody.
Total of 6.
I was going to say, if he gets like 26, that's in the round. We have full authority from King Phaon to patrol these roads and the towns as necessary.
You just told a lie.
Step aside or die.
His buddy draws his warhammer. The man speaking does not, and says, "You speak that you are emissaries of the king. Prove that that is true, and you may yet pass."
My name is Percy von Skeetinglever, and I once was the proud protector of our King Phaon, and he has granted me leave to come with these folks here and fight the dragons. But he is not a fan of Yuns. I know that much.
The hammer-wielding one steps back and says something to the one who's speaking. Little counsel. The one speaking says, "Your words are confusing to us. We understand that you are guards of the king, but our understanding is all the guards are hunting dragons to the north, yet you head east. Explain?
My brothers.
Exterminate! Exterminate!"
My brothers, look at his scabbard and notice the sigil on it. It is the wolf.
What's that?
This is my my tabard.
Tabard.
He's showing him his
Don't we
keg.
also have badges?
Is that a sword thing?
Don't we have badges too? Like from the
We don't need no stinking badges.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's your one.
Minus the hero point.
You know as well as I, no man would wear the colors of someone he does not truly support. Let us pass and return to slay the dragons, as we promised him we would.
We are agents of the king on the king's business.
And we are also on the king's business.
No, you're not.
Do not question our authority. He has selected us to protect these roads. Now, I do believe what you are saying is true of whom you represent, so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. But
Can't you see?
he's going full Kirk. You never go full Kirk. But your quest that you... Oh, man, I can't put any pause now. But your quest that you give, I think, is a cunning ruse, and you are perhaps lying, as all dragons are northbound, and yet you head east.
Dragons go where they go. Now let us on our way. Don't slow me down, you weak human.
Bolly's raising his hammer that he has no experience with.
Make intimidation +2. Christopher's first roll.
I'm trying to look at my sheet. Okay, +2. Here we go. 29.
He says, "Very well."
Sorry, 30.
No. Very well. You may pass, but mind your manners.
Whatever.
Ah! And they get out of the way as the ward donkey goes busting by.
Based on the size of us all, there's like 3 pack mules and a couple.
Yeah. They get out of the way. You guys go around the wagon. He does some wave motion as the last of you goes by, and the other 2 Renarians back off, and you go past.
See you later, boner farts.
And off they go.
Piercy gives him a
Interesting.
stink eye as he rides by.
They do not accost you, and you continue on down the road east towards Tavernry.
Sildren, can you make a promise to me?
No.
What if it's next time we meet Rodarian Brotherhoods? Can we get them? Like that hurt, not being able to
I
even
know.
draw a sword. or
Well-
a knife, or even like throw shit at him or something?
If they are truly an employee of the king, then they're not our concern. I am
You
surprised.
know as well as I do. They're
They
full
let
of
us
shit.
pass.
I have a
They let the
feeling-
wagons pass. That is abnormal behavior, as far as I can
Oh,
tell.
I'm sure they're letting these wagons pass, shaking them down.
They had their asses handed it to them before.
True.
And they scared of us.
I'm sure this is not the last time we will see them, Balik.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get Sildren to make me a promise.
You'll get your chance.
Next time we see him.
No
right?
promise. Maybe.
Eventually, but no promises as next time. You will get to kill.
So I imagine we're going to overtake the wagons.
You just passed one that was still stopped, and now you're approaching the one that was let go.
Okay.
Yep.
And like, what kind of people are in this wagon?
You ride up to it. It is a bunch of Thavian traders from the south. So slightly reddish-skinned folks tend to favor mustaches and more of a gypsy vibe.
Okay.
So hipsters.
No plaid.
Hello, traders.
All right, you ride up alongside. They continue to ride, and one of them says, "Hello."
How was your encounter with the Brotherhood?
Better than expected.
As was ours. I'm quite surprised by their behavior.
We've heard to expect plenty of them on the roads.
Where have you heard that?
From the taverns where we merchants gather just outside of the city.
They claim to be an employee of the king.
That's what they say. And why do you care?
Just making conversation. It's a
right.
lonely
We were
road.
told that the wardens were
It's
monitoring this.
another hero on the other side of the wagon.
We've slowly surrounded them.
We were told the wardens were monitoring this area. We know some of them.
It's not what we've been hearing the last few weeks.
What change?
The war.
With the north?
Yes.
Does it send the wardens up north? All of them?
I don't know. I don't care. Our trade is down south and up to Mirskan at its most. And perhaps if things continue to grow worse, we might have to leave Mirskan out of our travels for a bit.
What do you guys sell?
Spices and cloth. Colored cloth.
Oh, what kind?
I don't think you could handle
We don't have time for this.
Well, I gotta make some clothes for you assholes.
He nods back, and a lady goes into the back and pulls out some swath cloth that are very silk, very smooth silks, and some satins of very garish, bright colors, bright blues, bright pinks, some bright whites as well.
Ooh. I want to buy some of the... Can I buy a swath of that pink silk?
The woman says, "Of course, but how would you can't? You're on a horse. This is way too big."
She's very observant.
No, that's fine. I'm a little. This horse is big.
She looks at her husband, who just shrugs. How much money do you want to spend? That will determine the quality of the components.
And I have 3 gold in my fingers.
Oh, that will get you some good stuff. So you get one of those big, like 3-4 foot spindle things of what? What color were?
Like a magenta.
All right.
Yeah.
You have to write that down now.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no digital character sheet anymore. All right. You get a big magenta spindle tossed your way. You're holding onto it awkwardly on the horse.
And then I fall back a little bit and I slip it right into my bag of holding.
Okay. And it's gone. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Safe journeys to you.
You guys travel on eastward. The day gets long. It's time to camp. You push on a little bit further and arrive at the gates to the town of Tabernary. Again, getting this weird backtracking of adventures where you're now heading back in where you've been. And you are going to find a place to rest here for the night. And as you come up to the gate, you see there are 2 regular guard folk kind of lazily sitting on some stools outside. And one of them gets up as you approach. They have some torches, providing the only light you can see. Beyond, you can see the lights of the city itself. It's been a while since you've been here for sure, right? Like a long time.
Some of us haven't even been here.
Yeah.
Yara's never even been here.
And you walk up, and the guard says, "Hey, welcome to Tavernry."
And these are town guards, or are these
Regular
sort of-
townies.
Townies. Indeed.
It's a silver each.
to just get into the city?
For what?
Sildren gives him a goal. Come on, let's go.
So, all right.
What? You just don't even question? Like,
No.
why do you have to?
No, I
since
don't.
when do
We
you have
have
to pay to get into a city.
we have better things to do than to question town guards today.
You're no fun. When did you become such a party pooper?
Sometime over the last 3 months, I think.
All right, you guys are inside the town of Tavernry, and what do you want to do?
I guess find a place to
What,
stay.
yeah, what time is it?
It's around 7 p.m.
Let's find an inn to just stay the night, right?
Indeed.
Unless you guys want to keep pushing on.
No,
I think
we
staying here would
spend
be
the
a good
night.
idea.
Okay.
as loath as I am to stay in the city.
Yeah, we'll find the closest inn,
All
or
right.
for the the nicest inn.
All right, you find a recommended inn. It's called the Fall Feather Inn in the center part of town, and not too far from it. I believe actually overlooking it is a courtyard market area without a lot of stalls, and instead is this giant church tower of light from the Renarian Brotherhood. This tall, imposing church with lots of magical light emanating from it at night. You can also see one pair of Renarian brothers walking the city streets on some sort of patrol. For those of you who have been in this town where they were doing that before, this is something you've seen, something you weren't expecting, but also a lot less of them than before. Before there were constant patrols. This is just as you're riding quietly through the town at night, you just see one pair of guys off in the distance walking around. They don't seem to accost you or anyone else, and you make your way to the inn. Now the Palik's looking like she wants to accost.
Sildren, look! It's the next
see
time!
them, and I made no promise.
God damn it.
They aren't causing us.
Hey, it's been a long time. I've only been to the city once before. It was years ago. Where's this tower come from? Like, this tower was definitely not here. This was like a marketplace. They sold all sorts of stuff. What happened? Like, when did this go up? You've spent a lot of time here. You
did,
told me about spending a lot of time here.
Yeah, didn't I mention the tower during our discussions and when it went up? And
No?
oh, okay, I honestly can't recall.
Okay.
Recently,
Well, let's go. Let's go to the inn. Get some foods and drinks.
am I really the only one that had been to Tavernry?
Well, yeah, this group right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Minus Xander,
Nice
yeah.
Xander.
Dang.
Yeah, crazy.
How's it feel to be senior in the group?
The
I have
old
any
guy.
memories, but I'm
All
like,
we
no,
have to do is get
best
rid of
chicks.
Xander, and I will be senior.
You guys can rest at this decent inn for the night, but it has no food and no drinks. It is
Yeah.
100% an inn.
Well, let's. I'll get some rooms, and we go find some food. What kind of inn doesn't have food and drink?
A shitty one.
Yeah,
Who picked this in?
I think it's the only inn here. We go try to stay at the tower. You think that's an inn?
No, I do not.
You could try. You go, you guys.
You're
Man.
really looking to cause some trouble today, aren't you, Palik?
Hello, my name is Philippe.
What you mean today?
Okay, I'll pay for a couple rooms.
Okay. That's part of your normal.
Yeah. Let's go get some beers.
I second that.
Indeed.
Well, it's
We-
innkeeper.
yeah.
What's the best bar in town?
He said, "Oh, there's a really cheap, crappy one on the bay. You can definitely get some cheap stuff there. And then there's a nicer one called Pegs."
What's the shitty one called?
I will check. Boop.
Peg's back end.
What is this town? This is called Tavernry. I know I have to have had it. It is totally called the Seahorse Tavern.
Oh.
Not the sea pony?
No. That would have been a fantastic if we had planted that way in advance.
Okay, yeah, let's go to Peg's. That sounds better.
That sounds good.
All right. You guys head to Peg's Tavern, a place the group has been to many, many times, but only Sildren has been to here in this before. Sildren, it looks familiar. It is a cozy classic tavern with a central bar in the middle, almost like a U shape, with a friendly old one-legged barkeep there. And above are balcony sections where you can go up, only if the hostess seats you, and they never seem to want to seat you there, even though you want to go there so bad. Red Lobster here in Portland. But you go in, and the bartender says, welcome, come in, take a seat.
Is it Peg?
It is Peg.
My Peg, Sildren waves to Peg.
He nods, he brings some tankards over for the 5 of you, and says, what brings you here to... Oh, I know you. You're the Sildren Ranger.
Very close. Yes.
He
And
pats
these
you on
are
the
some
back.
of my newer companions here.
Well, good to meet you.
Yes, hello. Why to call you Peg?
He's
On account of the leg.
He swaps the leg up on the table with a thunk.
Is that Chestnut?
It sure is.
You can split that with one shot.
And I don't recognize you either. Who are you?
Call me Bolly. Do you have any of the dwarven ales on tap?
I do. It's a little expensive.
Well, how expensive can it be? The mountain's right there.
It's a gold. It's one of my most
gold?
expensive.
I think you're being robbed. All right, gold then. Wait, I don't have any gold. Can someone spare me?
You have? Oh, you don't have coins at all for some reason?
I'll buy him. You bring him one, but bring me one also, and I'll pay for him.
Got it. And then as he leaves, he gets in close to you, Sildren, and whispers, "So, things haven't gone good then, huh?
Not so good, no.
You've gone through a lot of men.
These are the replacement.
They're looking a little ragged.
Turnover rate's pretty high.
Good help's hard to find, as they say.
Your boys were good men. Sorry to hear that they've been lost, but the one I want to know about most, how's my old boy?
Unfortunately, he is passed.
Brenros Aldermain has fallen, you say?
Indeed, valiant and glorious death.
Can you tell me how? Lie to me if you have to. Leave me with a good story I can pass along.
Well, he saved the rest of us from the dragon char ice. He stood out and faced her down, drew her blood, and saved us from certain death. I feel like he would have sacrificed himself, that his sacrifice was valiant and worthy.
Well, that's grave news. An end of an era.
Indeed.
I think I'm one of the last of my group still alive and well. And I appreciate the lie. And he taps you on the back. And walks and gets some drinks, brings him over with a more cheerful smile, and gives the 2 expensive drinks to you two, Palik and Bali. The rest of you guys get free drinks. He says, let's all have a drink for...
Why am I paying?
You're not paying for it.
For Sir Brenros. Let's drink to Sir Brenros.
So brain rose.
Yeah.
Who's he?
Noble and true. Tell us, Peg,
And he drinks and drinks and says, so what's the news from Mirskan? I know of the other towns around here, but haven't heard much from Mirskan.
It's still there.
That's saying something these days.
Oh.
Well, they're preparing for war. The different civilizations the kingdoms have convened and have chosen to mostly do nothing. And we have been to Iveron and back. And the situation is dire. We are spending one night here and then moving on.
I've heard Shepherd's Dell has all but closed up. Some heading north to help with the war, others heading far south to get out of harm's way. And then there's the great slaughter at Edlin home not too long ago, too. Things have been dire.
What? Where?
At Edlin home, have you not heard?
We've heard of this place, yes.
That is where Xander is from. Tell us about that.
Supposedly some shadowy demon. Some weeks back, maybe a month. Hey, when was Edlin home hit? No one answers. Maybe a month ago. Shadowy demon came in, slaughtered everyone in the tavern there, the Ember Lantern. Even slew the town mayor and slew the old Boer Fletcher as well. Heard the only thing that took him down was some crazed wizard who destroyed the demon once and for all.
That is dire news indeed.
Yeah, everyone's worried about dragons and dragonkin filled with ice and snow coming from the north, and all of a sudden shadows attacking right in the heart.
Speaking of ice and the snow, has it been wintry here?
It was, but it's today's been a lot better, and the last few days have been a lot warmer, more cheerful. Spirits have been up. I have a few more people in the tavern.
You're welcome.
What?
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. He confusedly drinks again.
Soldern confusedly drinks.
We just came from the land of the ice and snow, with the midnight sun and the hot springs.
Jesus.
Not that one.
Peg, since when did the Bernarians started patrolling the roads outside of town? We ran into a couple of them.
Oh, yeah.
I thought those shitbags were kind of like just in the city.
No, they were pretty much kicked out for the longest time, for months and months. They were allowed to have a couple people in their temple, but weren't allowed to do anything outside of that Temple of Light by the king's order. But not too long ago, the king's army of just a small squad left the town, and then not long after that, several of our guards left the town, and the Renarian were told to pick up the slack, keep an eye on things.
They were told by who?
Supposedly the king, our new mayor, has passed along that, and he is not under their thumb at all. And they haven't been as bad as they were before. I'll give them that much.
Indeed, we ran into them along the road, and they were almost amenable.
I'm optimistic, but cautiously so.
Seems out of character for them.
It does seem out of character. I agree.
You're 3?
I agree that this seems out of character for our king to...
Yeah,
He's
fiercely.
saying it's eerie that they're acting so polite.
It is ironic, yes.
Do you think the king? You know the king better than all of us. Do you think the king would really put them to use?
Yes, times are different now with the dragons and the shadows, but it's a different times. I don't know. Oh, I can think of something. I'll get back to you.
Okay. So Edlin home, what's this place? I've heard of it. I've never been there.
It's Xander's home. It's where the defenders originated from in many ways.
Yeah.
I feel like we are obligated to check out Edlin home to check in on Xanar's family, since they are still there.
Xander has family?
Indeed.
Wow.
We could still follow the river into the mountain if we go that way.
It is only, it's like, what, 2-3 days from Tabenry?
It would be 2-3 days out. If you take that river further through the woods, it would significantly slow you down. So you could go up to Edlin home and then skirt around the south of the woods, and then you'd probably be adding 4 more days of travel. Or continue on your path and not add 4 more days of travel.
As the falcon flies, how far is Mirskan from Tavenry?
From Tavenry, about 4 or 5 days.
For a bird?
Oh, for a bird, I don't know speed, but I'm giving you straight direction as it flies straight direction. Oh, you're literally talking messenger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, that's not what the phrase means. What is your thing? Oh, it's like 24 hours.
24
though, right?
hours.
No, that won't work.
Damn it.
Is there no heighten to that spell?
It's only I only have it because of a ring.
Oh, okay.
So, but Peg did say that happened some time ago. So what has happened there has happened. It is likely we could be of no real benefit other than information if we do go to Edlin home.
Is there any way to get word to Xander? I mean,
I might help with that.
they're gonna follow. He's gonna follow us in a few days or a week or whatever. If he hears about that, like, there's knowing that little guy, there's not gonna be any stopping him from heading right there. And
True.
without us, he's hopeless.
I know you're talking about that little gnomish
Yes.
one.
Yeah, goofy one.
I can pass on any message if he comes this way, and there's also a merchant messaging service. It'll take days, but I can also have a handwritten message sent back where you came.
AOL Merchant Messenger.
You've got scroll.
So
Well.
I think we should go and investigate.
It
few
does
days
sound like,
It would be right to do that for Xander.
indeed.
Peg, you should tell them that we are on our way there, but he may not expect to see us if he does go that way.
And it sounds like Raineth, the shadowy figure.
That's what I feel.
Your buddy?
Yeah, my best of friend.
Skoljanar is still using him.
But it sounds like an old wizard kind of took care of him.
And we have taken care of him twice now. And he has returned.
Well, if he does return, are we ready to face him as we are?
Of course. Look
Ready
at
or
us.
not,
Here we
he
come.
will answer to us.
I'm looking forward to charging into the stone halls, but I understand looking after friends.
Indeed.
Xander would do this for any of us.
Then to Edlin
And
home.
we gotta check it out for the little guy.
Yeah.
So we take the long way around, huh?
And we could take I wonder, are Peg, are the barges still running from Edlin home?
Yeah. Toadies are still out and about.
And how long from Edlin home back to Tabenry via that route?
That would not save you time due to the
Okay.
angle of Tavenry.
Gotcha. All right. Very well. Then we know our path in the morning then.
All right, you guys boldly charge forward to the rest of your evening, relaxing with drinks, and then boldly forward to a comfortable inn, relaxing and sleeping, waking up refreshed. And the next morning, you guys head out. Unless, stop me if you need anything in town. You're heading north. You change course, head northeast along the road and river to Edlin home. Again, going back in time location.
Yeah, we have traveled in the reverse direction.
Yep.
Exactly.
A nice circle of one section of the map.
If we had only gone to Thousand Islands first and
First,
then
it would have
gone
been the
back.
whole thing in reverse. You arrive back at Edlin home. This is, geez, not a comforting home place because no one here is from here. Sildren, you've been here before.
Yeah.
This is where you got your Black Lotus from.
Bright Lotus.
Bright Lotus, sorry.
Thank you.
The town of Edlin home is a quaint place of small farms, a few shops in the middle area, and it's essentially like a letter T on its side with a road and a river going through. And it's got some forest, it's got some hills. It's known for its famous oversized church to the Temple of Carahel, just hidden off into the woods off in the distance. And as you ride in, you get some looks from a farmer off in the distance. They don't pay you much attention, though, and you come in, and where are you headed?
Towards not the Ember Lantern. Which one was Xander's? Ember Lantern. I did not bring my booklet today. I'm sorry.
Do not remember. I remember their
Thankful
names.
Lodge. Yeah, it's the Ember Lantern because the
Ember
Thankful
Lantern.
Lodge was
Okay, that's right.
where-
Yeah, so we head towards the lake. I think it's like the northwest side of the lake. Is
Okay.
that correct?
All right.
To the Ember Lantern.
Going to the Ember Lantern.
Yeah.
Ember Lantern is the tavern where Xander was raised and was a little mini, bar boy for the longest time. You approach, the tavern is closed. There are wooden boards over a mostly destroyed door that's been hastily reboarded back up and looks like no one's been there for quite some time. There's also boards over some broken windows as well.
Is there any like path into the building? Like you said, there's boards over.
The place is boarded up.
Okay.
Is there anyone walking around?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or not walking around, but there's farmers not too far in the distance.
What do they seem normal? Are they working slower? Are they working? Or are they just? Kind
They're
of
working. One even waves from just outside of shouting distance and goes back to work.
Yeah, let's I think approach
Yeah.
and ask some questions.
Okay. You walk up to a farmer who's hoeing away, and and he sees you.
Excuse us, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
We tried to go to the Ember Lantern. We heard about this place from a friend long ago, but it doesn't seem to be in the best condition.
Oh no, it was attacked. It was ransacked by demons.
Demons.
They swarmed in, blackness, clawed and chewed and tore apart poor good people.
When did this happen?
Gonna say my generic.
May 11th, 2000.
It happened not so long ago, a couple weeks, 2 weeks.
Weeks.
And what of the proprietor of the Ember Lantern?
Dead, all dead. Owner dead. His favorite boy, half orc, dead. His patrons dead. Our town mayor slain. Even old Portmer slain. Even Gabe, our wizard, was almost slain, but was able to defeat these crazy demons.
And what of the proprietor's wife?
I don't think he ever had a wife.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, she left because of Xander. That's right.
What of the young half-orcling boy?
Just
I wouldn't know
said.
him.
Dead.
Dead.
All dead.
What, so the
Where
demons
is-
just swarm into the town and took over this shitty bar?
Went straight
Killed
for
everybody?
it. Yes.
Did they destroy anything else?
They attacked the Ember Lantern and then went across the lake and attacked the Thankful Lodge. Don't like pleasant lodgings, it seems.
Do you know of the Renarian Brotherhood? That we saw them in Tabernary. Have they not been patrolling here?
I don't know them.
And the wizard, he lives in the tower there.
Gabe the Wizard, yes. He's a little odd.
We should pay him a visit.
Little odd.
Okay.
Yeah. The Thankful Lodge, though, that's still running?
Absolutely. The best food you can get in town.
And the proprietor
The only food you
of the
can
lodge?
That is absolutely correct. What's that, sir?
The proprietor of the lodge and his wife?
They're fine and healthy and well,
You're
yes.
very interested in proprietors' wives.
And how is your wife, sir?
You speak of Cyril and Marpin. You know them.
I know of them more than them. I am familiar with their once helper, whose name wildly escapes me after 3 months of not playing this game.
Seth gives no answer to his old character's name.
And Carahel, the Temple of Carahel, it still stands.
Untouched. Surprisingly not thought of by the game masters. They surely should have intervened in that battle. Jesus Christ. What the hell? I'd never even put that together. Oopsie doodles.
Yeah, what the?
Those bastards.
What's a big Temple of Carahel
Just
for
doing nothing.
anyways?
They had books to read.
Like, oh, the city's burning.
Well,
I'm sure
what
it's
do you
fine.
want to do?
We should visit.
Talk to a crazy wizard?
Yeah, and see if it was
You just
Raineth.
miss Xander. You need to talk to another crazy wizard.
I don't miss Xander.
We need
Yeah.
at least one
And I
per
don't miss
episode.
crazy wizards, but I do want to find out if this creature was Raineth.
We have an opening.
Well, we'll see if he's willing to submit a resume.
The farmer points at his field and says, well, I've got to go. This fertile fuzziness ain't going to hoe itself.
Have fun.
Enjoy the hoeing.
And he gets back to it.
And the fuzzy.
You guys head off to Gabe the Wizard's Tower. Did I hear that correctly?
Yep.
All right. You head to Gabe's Tower. This is a old, dilapidated looking 2.5, 3-story tower, and knock upon the door. Mm-hmm. And it takes a long time
Knock again.
before you finally hear what? Who? Coming, wait. Oh. And you hear some collapsing sound. Oof, oh, okay. And you hear a door unlock, and a door creaks open a little bit. And there you see a frail, old-looking wizard. I'm imagining a more mad scientist, bushy-haired guy on Professor Farnsworth from Futurama is the visual that I have for Gabe the Wizard. He is wearing a tattered, stained gray robe and nothing else, and it is just barely being held together by a thin little cord around his waist.
Good afternoon, Archwizard. I am Sildren, and this is Bali and Palik and Yaru and Piercy. We've come to...
He sticks out a hand through the crack in the door and shakes each of your hands.
Oh, thank God that's a handhold.
Well, it doubles as other things as well, from what I understand. We came to ask you some questions about the trouble at the Ember Lantern a few weeks back.
Yes?
May we come in for a moment? We are friends of, or I am a friend of Xander, whose father was the proprietor of the Ember Lantern.
You're a friend of Xander?
Indeed.
Make an intimidation roll.
8.
My time is quite precious for me. I need coin. I'm a wizard for hire. I must be hired. Hire me.
Does this have to be done through the little hole? I don't like...
Everything with me must be done through a little hole.
I have a gold for you, but you gotta let us in first.
Very well. And he opens up the door. Come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he forgets all about the coin as you come on in. Come in, have a seat. I am Gabe the Wizard. I cast many magical spells. What you need? Curses lifted. Curses given. He casts a spell upon Yaru, and Yaru, a small ear appears on the top center of your head.
Everyone be quiet. Please be quiet. Oh my God, make it stop. You're so loud.
Magic aplenty.
Can you tell us, Gabe, what happened at the Ember Lantern?
The Ember Lantern. Yes, I was there when it fell. Don't worry, it'll go away in a month. The Ember Lantern was attacked by an evil shadow.
What was the nature of this creature?
I can say it was not from this realm. I would say it was from a realm of death and violence. I would go so far as to say perhaps the plane of shadow, or perhaps the realm of Illistel. Those are my two guesses.
Does a realm of Illistel mean anything to Sildren?
No. Maybe make a religion roll.
That's going to be 20.
Nope.
You can travel between the planes.
Only powerful wizards like myself.
I have been training my whole life to be able to do something like this. We should listen to this man.
You want to listen to this?
I'm trying very hard to listen to him, obviously.
Was this creature sent away, or did you kill it, as the villagers say you have?
I banished the beast from this realm. He won't be gone forever. No, but is gone for now. Perhaps you might be interested with that question. In this! And he reaches into his robe deep and pulls out a biscuit and places it on the table before you, Bali.
Sildren's like just running a hand across his neck, being like, no,
Say
I
a
don't
smell,
want that.
dwarf. Any smell at all. Say it to the biscuit. Say the smell to the biscuit, dwarf. Say it.
Does it smell like...
Say a smell, dwarf, to the biscuit.
I want you to smell like red dragon.
All right. After about 5 seconds, the smell of sulfur starts to fill the room, and kind of a weird bat guano type smell as well mixed together.
Yep.
Molly, did you just shit yourself?
That's Piercy, man.
It's delicious.
As wasn't me.
Did you say it smells delicious?
It's delicious.
It was you.
Listen, Ashface.
Gross.
Can I keep the biscuit?
You can't do that inside.
You can buy one of my many items like this. Only 20 gold and it's yours.
What other items do you have?
It is the biscuit of incense. I said that last word correctly.
That's how games is.
That other biscuit is for something else.
This is the biscuit of CBD.
What else do you have? You said items.
Yes.
What's a biscuit that can smell weird?
I have.
What happens if you eat this biscuit? Is it gone forever?
Oh, don't eat the biscuit under any circumstances.
What happens if you eat it?
I don't know.
Bad things?
Not good. Not good. But here, you asked for something else. Here. He reaches into another pouch and pulls out 5 marbles and rolls them at your side of the table, Palik.
I'll pick up the marbles.
Don't pick them up
Why not?
unless you want to remember something that you have long forgotten.
Oh, I do not want to remember anything ever.
It will recall that which you need to recall most from 10 seconds ago.
That's not very long.
For some,
You must eat more marbles.
it is a lifetime. I use them constantly.
This explains much.
He's got him broken up and he's sniffing.
Let's do a reel of marbles.
It bumps memories. It's my birthday.
Oh, and I have one more that's handy, quite handy indeed. And he reaches in and pulls forth a beret.
That's a nice beret.
He says,
Is it raspberry?
It's a Beret of Disguise. It has 2 uses. When you put the beret on and say the command word, it will take form of any uniform you have seen.
Ooh, I like that. Can
And
I
the
try
other?
it? Can I try it? before I buy it?
No, it only has 2 uses.
Only 2? Oh.
For 10
I'll
cents.
give you 10 gold for that beret and the biscuit.
Each is 20.
Oh, come on, you gotta work with me a little bit.
Make a diplomacy roll.
Shit. A 39.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Palik has the biscuit of incense, and the beret of disguise.
And what was the other effect of the beret?
It's the same.
Yeah.
Two
You get it
uses.
2 times.
2
I
charges.
understand.
It's got an on switch and an on switch.
Well, why didn't you say that the first time?
What?
Who are you?
How did you get in here?
Give me back my marbles.
I
Oh,
need
remember
the
you.
marbles. I've lost my marbles.
Hey, Piercy,
Yes.
what do you think Xander's favorite smell is? I'm gonna get him to eat this biscuit.
I think his favorite smell is confidence.
No. Smell like confidence.
Axe body spray.
What was the beret called?
Beret of disguise.
These are very clever names. Well,
That's what we get for a 3-month hiatus. The clever stuff is next week.
how do we inform Xander of what's happened?
I don't think we can. You gotta wait till we see him. We can't just send a note.
Besides, he's training that little girl thing and making her spout more magic. He'll be distracted. He won't be able to do any of that. Besides, we have things to do. We've got to go to the mountains. We've got to visit my kin. Kill some undead.
And Gabe, you will confirm the proprietor of the Ember Lantern has died. Yes.
Yes, sadly so.
What about we heard about a shadow thing? You killed it?
I said I banished it. Gone.
Were you here? Like we just talked about.
Try these marbles.
You
But to where did you banish?
useful, but yet here we are.
They help you remember, but when they wear off, you forget. 20 seconds.
To where did you banish it?
Back to where it came from, wherever that is.
Oh. For how long?
It depends on how well the magic sank in. I know for sure a month, so 2 more weeks, perhaps.
Bolly heard Illistel. What do you know where that is?
Make a religion roll.
Religion roll. Do I have religion? I should.
You should.
I should indeed. 41. Am I reading that right? Holy cow, that's a big number. 41.
With a 41, you know that Illistel is the realm of the dead for the majority of souls when they pass. If they are not fully dedicated to their god, your god or goddess will take you straight in. If you are not like dedicated, then you will go to Illistel, and it's like a mini purgatory type concept, but it's not bad per se. It's just it's the waiting room of the damned, where then gods can collect your souls and move you to their realms or not, and you phase into other planes of existence that are not as pleasant or what have you.
Well, it keeps all
Good
that
thing we're
to-
dedicated. We should. I think we have learned what we need. We should send a messenger to Tabernary that we have visited Edlin home. For Xander, that we have visited Edlin home, and we have.
Aren't we going back to Tabernary? We got to go back to Tabernary to get around the fucking.
No, we'll travel south and then we'll skirt the forest south of the river
okay.
and then break east from there. But from here, we can send a messenger to Tabernary for Xander that we have been to Edlin home, discovered, we have news of what occurred there, and to continue and join us post haste.
How far away is Edlin home from Tavernry for a bird.
That's a day.
Okay. I sent a message to Tavernry and Vincenner and Yelena. They get there, they can see it.
Very good.
So Piercy uses messenger. I think it's messenger.
The animal messenger.
Animal messenger. Summons a bird, attaches a little note, sends it off to the Fall Feather Inn.
Okay.
Not the. Oh yeah, that's where Peg is.
No. Send it to Peg.
Oh, okay. To Peg's.
I was gonna say it was the Fall Feather Inn where we had decided to
He
meet.
sends it to the Temple of Light, and it just reads "Suck it." Signed, everyone.
That's a penis.
There's a marble with it.
Just says eat this.
Eat me.
All right, message is sent. You guys rest at the Thankful Lodge, where you're given good accommodations by two older proprietors. You then head out, making sure your horses are fed and rested, and head out around the woods and towards the southernmost section of the Storm Range of mountains. Several days of travel, you are unaccosted as you head out towards these mountains. The Storm Mountain Range is steep. There are not a lot of foothills and just becomes big crags and huge cliffs. As you approach there, you can see as you head northeast, you realize you have just crossed into the border of Calaviaire for the first time in our campaign. Chris, did you have a question?
Yeah, we are traveling with 24-hour pass without a trace.
I always have pass without a trace on, by the way.
Okay.
By the way.
Can you give it to everybody else?
Yeah.
You can.
Isn't pass without a trace for...
Isn't
Isn't it a circle of effect?
Maybe. Boop, 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 boop. Having sheets is weird.
Does that work even if you're on like horseback?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't even know what level that spell is. I have it.
Pardon us.
It's at a higher level.
We are riding on these mountain steps. Yaru is keeping his head on a swivel.
Okay.
A little bit more than usual to what might seem odd, excuse me.
You look nervous back there, Yaru. What are you waiting for?
It's not what
It's
I'm
my
waiting
home.
for.
It's not some daft little collection of enemies.
It's not what I'm waiting for, Bolly. It's what might be waiting for us.
Yeah, we're perfectly fine here. I used to play here when I was younger.
Your people are not the only ones among these mountains.
Everyone always says,
Yeah.
beware the mountains.
You take the low, we take the wind.
Yeah, you're right.
A word of caution is all I advise.
I think if Bolly said there's nothing here, then I think there's nothing here.
Yeah, totally safe. Nothing to
I
worry
would
about.
not go that far.
All right, heading around, you guys are on wide, sweeping plains of Calaviaire. This country is known arguably as the most civilized kingdom in all of Varennes, with a couple major cities, huge spires, led by a queen. It has lots of gentle rolling hills of high grass with roving patrols of knights is a classic view of the kingdom. Again, huge steep mountains, and I'm talking tall cliffs to the north. Yaru, you know this region well as several more days go by and your troop is now heading northeast along the mountain range. You are now outside the Kingdom of Navarre, within Calaviaire. Yaru, you know this because just a few days of travel through challenging steep terrain is your Temple of the Three Winds. So you have been out here by yourself in different meditative retreats or training of students of yours in the past. I would also want to mention you can see to the north, beyond these steep mountains, just beyond them, you can see growing storms, which Bali, you know somewhat, and Yaru, you know extremely well, that these storms eerily gather over the huge lake called Mist Lake, and then they eerily head up the mountains and across the mountain range is a very common phenomenon, and that's why they get their name known as the Storm Range. So odd weather can certainly come at any time that you know of. And you guys continue to head northeast, and Yar, you said you were keeping a very close eye out. Is that what you said?
I'm just watching kind of all of the peaks and, you know, everything that looks like it could be a viewpoint that I know of along this way. I'm just making sure every corner we come around, every pass.
And obviously, Sildren is taking us like in the valleys and not up on like you know, the peaks of the hills and stuff. So we are trying to be unobserved as well while making the best time possible.
Okay.
And then Palik has permanent pass without a trace. So we're
I looked into that. It's for my boots, and it's only in forest environments.
okay. So Sildren has pass without a 24-hour pass without trace.
And what does that do?
Allows it
Plus 10 to stealth, I think, for everyone.
essentially. You obscure the tracks you leave behind and make it harder for others to find. The DC of checks to track you gains +4 status bonus or is equal to your spell DC, whichever results in a higher DC. You can benefit from only one pass without a trace at a time, but at the 5th level version, it is instead of being 1 hour, it's 24 hours.
And again, it was increase the DC of being tracked?
Correct.
Okay, great. Your group is essentially following this cliff face mountains and still making great time and knowing Bali knows exactly where to head in the mountains, still several days away. And as you're making your way along, Yaru, who is watching out very closely, you see in the distance, in the grass field, maybe half a mile away, a single lone figure out in this tall grass. And he is making his way purposefully ahead to get into the path of your horses along the cliff edge.
No one make any sudden movements. Palik, especially you.
What?
Listen to me now.
I'm on this unwieldy little beast. Everything's a sudden movement.
Let the horses act naturally.
Oh,
It will not harm them.
I think I hit a marble.
So the horses can act naturally, but Palik can't act naturally?
Exactly.
What do you see, Master Yaru?
Hopefully an old friend.
Continuing on?
Yeah, we're gonna continue, but just his grip on the horse loosens a little bit. He's kind of letting the horse kind of just go along the path.
Yaru, you see as you get closer and closer, this figure coming out of the grass and walking into the horse path along the cliff face you're riding along is wearing the robes of the Temple of the Three Wind. You yourself do not recognize this individual. Okay. You can recognize from the simple colors that he has that he is a young adept in training from the Temple of the Three Winds. And he stops in your path as your group comes up. And as soon as you ride up, we will take our break there. We will go ahead and take a quick break here. We'll take a look at some of our audio challenges we're dealing with, and we'll be back and see what happens next.
And Bali, Yaru will kind of go with Sojourn and look to Sojourn and Bali. Bali, because he knows the area just as well as Yaru, but Sojourn, he's our kind of nature guide.
Well, I mean, like they legit know the trail.
Yeah, it's several more days along the mountain range before you cut into the mountain range.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys continue on. It has been 8-9 days since you first started, probably even longer than that, 10-11 days since you first started your adventure. The horses are doing well, particularly one crazed, brutish pony by the name of Boulder is doing quite well. And you make your way northeast when Sildren in the lead needs to make a perception roll. You are under attack. Sildren quickly making a perception.
Natural 20.
Sildren, from quite a ways away, you can see and make a nature roll as well. You can see a very
The 45.
Jesus. You can see it
Better than a 6, huh?
quite some distance away.
You're in my wheelhouse.
Some ropes that are let out in a narrow section. So you have this big, gigantic, multi-100-foot cliff off the left-hand side with cuts and crevasses in multiple spots. On the right-hand side, maybe there's some large boulders and some rising hills, and then nice plains. In this section, you're kind of narrowed into an area on this path, and you can see just under the grass are some hidden ropes ready to be pulled taut. And with that nature roll, you identify them as crude knollish ropes that have been hewn together quickly.
There's knolls on this path, and they've set a trap ahead. And I pointed out, and looking around, like with the boulders that are over there and things like that. Do I notice any knolls? Do I smell them? See them?
You do not, but anyone who has warfare knowledge can make a warfare roll.
And Shunka at this
most
point
certainly do.
slinks away into the woods.
Okay. There's no woods, but he can get off
Yeah.
into the
Like behind some boulders
Sure.
or, sort of
20.
disappears.
total of 20 for
Total of
Bali.
20.
That's it for warfare knowledge? That we had someone else. No. I could be
I
wrong.
think
Oh, I
Piercy,
do. I'm trained in that.
you have warfare knowledge?
I do.
Warfare lore?
That's true.
Yes, warfare lore.
Yes.
Just drop them
I think like most
down.
of these people do.
Great. 21.
All right.
But I don't know what I add to it. Oh,
Lore.
33.
Okay. Piercy, you are able to identify a couple spots where you think an attack is likely to come. Right around the rope, obviously, where it's going to be pulled taut, and then you see a crude little climbing balcony of rock ledge where you think someone could be above that spot, vertically about 35 feet up. And you guys are 200 feet away from this. You can't even see these ropes that Sildren's talking about.
Right.
I think we need to watch out for up there, and at that spot there.
So pretty much everywhere.
No, just a tree.
3 there's. Got it.
That'd be good, yeah.
Yeah? What's that? What? We under attack?
Children, why are you squinting
Well, I
so
see-
hard? What do you see? What does your elven eye see?
There's a rope on each side, and I think there might be some attackers there. And up on the top, on the tower.
So I mean, we're kind of in a valley, and there's canyons on either side. Is the can we climb up and around in any way?
on your right hand side, you can get up. It's about your horses can get up that rise, and then you're up on the plain area more.
And that looks like that would sort of circumvent the ambush point there.
Yep.
So it's like, follow me, and kind of goes off the path and starts heading up and around.
All right, you head up and around. As you guys do so, you
Yaru
leave.
doesn't like that.
All right. You go away from the whole cliffside. It is slower going for your mounts, but it doesn't matter when safety is concerned. You just widely give a wide berth. Sildren, you can see 1 or 2 hidden knolls, one around the boulder, another on that ridge or that ledge I mentioned, and they slink down and hide, except for one boldly charges out from the boulder and throws a javelin at the last person in the group. Who's the last person in the group?
Probably at this point, either Yaru or maybe Palik or something like that. Yeah, Yaru, because he doesn't like that.
You
Everyone
go ahead and
went
get the
up a
spear
different
thrown at you.
path. So his horse is-
Yaru.
Very kind of you, Palik.
What is your armor class?
My armor class is 35.
All right. With a javelin lands well short with a 17 and hits the grass maybe 50 yards away from you, and you guys carry on.
We're being attacked.
Wait, look at that. A free javelin.
Keep traveling. We're almost around
Halfway
them.
through the battle.
Sildren.
We have better things to do. We're on a mission.
You got spit a
There's
little blood
dragons, ancient undead.
We need practice, though, too. We're going to have a big fight. We need to practice a little, right?
And then, no.
What would be
We'll be
better to
fine.
practice on than these little shits?
We'll be fine.
This isn't exactly a roadway. This is just a cliff side.
This is a traveling horse path, but not a nice road that Calaviaire is known for. No.
But it is a place where there'd be a fair amount of trap. Like if we don't intervene, somebody's gonna get caught by these guys eventually. It sounds like.
Maybe not though, because Calaviaire is known for its patrols of nights.
I mean, I know where Palik's going with that. I just by that stern look that she's giving me.
Yeah. Walked us away from too many fights.
Will help you not to get bowled over by giant stones from above. So at least to that, thank you, Sildren. But we
You're
should draw
welcome.
a little blood. I mean,
Yeah. You guys are leaving all your giant stones behind over there.
Very well.
I think that's a metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the one that
Really?
attacked
You
me?
think?
Is it trying to like?
It's not pursuing at all. It
Not-
threw
nothing?
the one Hail Mary and came up way short.
Well, let's continue on a little bit, and then stow the horses and come back, and we'll take care of these gnolls.
and I'm going to be
What?
tired when I get back.
Why can't we fight on horseback? There's a little war pony right there.
Sure. Let's just not have any plan or any,
They're little things. Like, if you want to leave him, let's leave him. We can keep going.
How much have gnolls tormented the dwarven culture?
Not at all.
Yeah, we could leave him. Maybe.
Hey, well,
It's mutual. Let's move.
All right, you guys carry on the rest of this day. You camp and make sure everyone's on very, very close watch for the camping. And there is no attacks that night, although you do hear some dog barkish howling of gnolls far off in the distance. You wake up the next morning, continue your travels. It is not long that morning when you see dust on the mountain cliff bottom path you're on, quickly approaching your way. And you can see a band of riders racing at you quickly. They are 8 in total, riding big steeds with metal armor on the horses. They're barding. They are metalled knights themselves with 2 big banners of Calaviaire being held high and flapping high in the wing as they race right at you guys on the opposite direction of the path you are going.
Who's the queen of Calaviaire?
Andana.
Andana?
How the hell do you remember that? In the brain. They come charging right at you all like crazy and immediately swarm and surround you guys in a circle and continue to circle your group.
Whoa there! In the name of King Theon, I tell you to stop.
We're
We
not.
have you surrounded.
Oh my God.
One of the knights speaks through his helmet with a big purple plume off of his helmet. He says, "What do you mean you're from the King Phaon? What is your business here in Calaviaire? You are armed and trespassing on the Queen's territory."
No, we just passing through.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
No, that's what we're doing. I tell you, we just passing through.
I am a knight, Sir Morgwin of the Order of the Vigilant.
Sir, who?
Morgwin.
Okay.
Sir Morgwin, I am Master Yaru of the Three Winds. You might know an associate of mine, Sir Brenros Aldramain.
I do.
I should say, you may know a former friend of mine.
He does it to us all, don't worry.
No, he's very pleasant and gentle.
And dead.
And very dead. It is not the reason we are here, but it does pain me to tell you that one of your own fought alongside us, fought for us, and passed with honor. But we were hoping that your queen would have gotten that message by now. Not that you would recognize us by such a name.
He stops. His men continue to slowly...
But you may
around.
know us by the guardians of the realm. Defenders of Edlin home. Saviors of Tabinry and Marescon and the Thousand Isles. killers of of Captain Jagged, and
Butchers of senators.
That's last in that long list of accolades.
and Slayer of
There
Dragons.
you go. I was waiting for that one. He says, "So you are the riders of Sir Brenros."
There's another one.
I'm not sure I agree with that title, but for now, yes.
He was a man of honor, and he encouraged us to continue on. And so we do.
Well, we have heard of you quite a bit over many months. And it would be an honor for you to return with us to Castle Lithano, home of our order. I'm sure our general would love to speak with you and hear your news. Come!
How we're kind of on a deadline here.
These
how far-
are allies of the order. They will come with us, he says to his men.
But
The horses are trampling loudly.
we're on a mission from our king, King Phaon. I think that's more important than meeting your general right now.
My knight commander would love to hear of this quest of yours then.
And how long a journey is it to him or her?
It's less than a day on this path.
The way we're headed,
Yes.
we can afford that. It's on our way.
Okay.
If you agree to surrender, we will take you to the king.
They lead on, ignoring the Yasoki, and the knights lead the way with a couple in the rear and are going faster than you guys are used to traveling. You push your mounts hard,
This drifting pony.
falling out the rear. Keep with the peloton! And
Ponies are great on a sprint, but they're wasted over long distance.
And you travel hard throughout this day, following alongside that mountain cliff face. You arrive before sunset at Castle Lithano. This is a tall, imposing castle, not a pretty one, but a strong fortress that is built halfway inside the cliff face itself. It is decorated with huge flags and banners of the Kingdom of Calaviaire and the Queen's personal flags. Very proud of their queen and country. You are brought in through the big gates, big portcullis that rises up, a huge wide portcullis as well. And as you ride in, it's one of the largest, most massive stables you've ever seen that can house 50, 60 horses easily. And there are only maybe 10 there, though, plus the 8 that are coming in now from these riders. It's relatively quiet, though, inside, not a ton of activity. You can see there are 2 young squires in the middle of the area who stop their training as they're whacking away at wooden dummies with shields with their wooden swords and watch this entourage of, 8 plus 5, 13 horses, 14 horses and a burro come in. And you are given stables to stop and get off. The Sir Morgwyn takes off his helmet. He is a young knight with a big scar across his right cheek and across to his chin. Was probably a handsome young man in his time and now seems to have been through a lot recently, is the vibe you get. And he comes over and says, come, you can leave your horses here. We'll get you rooms within the barracks.
Yes, you can tell us some war stories. We can tell you of some of our adventures.
He takes you up into the fortress and takes you to a barracks. It's cold, hard stone everywhere. The tapestries are all about great battles or heraldry from special nobles that have helped the order itself. This is the birthplace of the order that Sir Brenros was a part of. He regales you with several tales. Most of them are along these lines. And then we came upon the gnolls and slaughtered them to the last one. We cannot have them roaming our countryside. They're a plague, an endless, endless plague.
Speaking of gnolls, we avoided some on our trail behind us. And Soldern will give him general landmarks so he can find them. And
That's not unknown to us. We'll head out tomorrow then.
Do you face other threats, or do you
there was our
only monitor the gnolls along the pass?
We face several threats, Calaviaire does. Most of us are on patrol throughout the kingdom itself, but we have the Queen's army stationed to the north, to the border where the pass is between us and Rescalon. Throughout the years, we have odd nightmarish things that will try to blunder their way into our kingdom. So there is a force there to keep out trouble. More so, though, it is to the east, where there is another pass where we keep out the orcs from the Ironlands. And they are more hungry for battle, but we have kept them away for generations and do not fear that. It is the gnolls, though, that are constantly harassing our trade and our wagons and our people.
What do you know of Dakareth?
Dakareth up north?
Yes.
I know it is a abandoned place. I don't think we've had any contact there for a very long time.
And of the Dragonkin, the Colium army, have you seen any trouble from them?
Not that I've heard of, but you might want to ask the Knight Commander that. I will let him know you're here.
Very well.
And what of my kin?
Where are we going again?
What do you know of my kin?
The dwarves?
Yes.
The dwarves have become less involved as far as I've been hearing. We haven't had any diplomatic emissaries come from them in quite some time, and trade, while still happening, is about half as much as we would expect. And that is all that I've heard of the dwarves.
I do want to go to the Great Gate. Go find my kin up there.
That's where we're headed.
I think we could use all the help we could get, especially from your men, Sir Morquin. It is not within my power, nor should it be your responsibility to deal with an army that you have barely even learned about. But should the northern armies in Dakareth break through the storm pass, there will be no saving you, and there will be no trade whatsoever left. Not a man nor a gnoll can stop them.
But that is far beyond my orders.
We will talk to your commander and see what he thinks.
I will have someone come for you in a bit then. You guys have a barracks room that could house 20 all to yourselves. It's not the most comfortable of beds, but far better than being out on the road that you have been. Yes.
Is there a roof?
A roof?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, is there a path to get on the top of the barracks outside?
You are inside a castle, inside a stone chamber that is a barracks.
Okay.
We're like somewhere in a cave in the
not
mountain.
thrilled.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I got what you were looking for, a better way to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not available at this location easily. About 30 minutes later, a young squire comes and knocks on the door and says, the Knight Commander would like to see you now.
Thank you.
Are you guys coming armed, armored, not?
As armored as Yaru always is.
Which is not.
Sildren's just carrying his staff.
And bringing a wolf? All right. You guys are brought into the meeting hall where there are a couple knights that are standing off to the side. There is food that has been brought, and sitting at one end of this giant table, again with huge tapestries and banners displaying all the great victories of the order over the years, is the Knight Commander, a older man with a gray beard who at a distance gives you almost a little bit of a hint of a Sir Brenros vibe and gets you a bit nostalgic as you see this old knight. And he rises up. He is wearing metal armor without a helmet or anything, but he's wearing metal armor for show, it seems like, to look impressive. And he rises up and comes over and extends a big, manly, slapping forearm handshake thing to each of you. And says, welcome, I am Knight Commander Teoric Valmain.
How do you spell that?
K-N. He says, however you like, little one. I hear you are all sit. We'll have food brought, and I'm eager to hear your news and share what little we have. I hear you are the defenders of the realm that have adventured with our Sir Brenros.
Indeed. One and the same.
It's a lofty title, but it's appropriate.
Well, I absolutely respect what you have done. I have heard you have helped return King Phaon to power. That is no small task at all. Adds a great deal of stability back to Varen, especially in these trying times. Can you imagine where we would be now if that old Senate was still in power in Navarre? It would be a nightmare. Navarre would be fallen, as far as I know, and may be fallen though now. But I heard you were lost. I heard you were all lost at sea, taking down the famed Captain Jagged. He and your ships destroyed each other, and you were swallowed whole, so it's surprising to see you here.
Indeed we were.
It pooped us out.
Yeah, we slapped that guy. We took him down. We weren't lost at sea. We were just out at sea.
That's good to hear then for all of us. What's so funny?
It hasn't been easy, Teoric. We have faced many things, yes, and come with our heads above water, but we have not all come out alive. We've lost many friends, including and especially Sir Brenros Algermain. He was one of us, a friend, a champion, and a brother. And he fell because of Charais, the great dragon. But he faced her head on.
And saved us in the process.
I can say that those same words hold true. He was also a friend for us and a brother for us. He led many of our recruits in our diplomatic course and our shield defense course. And while I know that I may not have used him to the best of his abilities, I know that he rose when Varen needed him most and showed what he was truly worth. And I know he was proud to fight alongside the likes of you, and it sounds like the same in return.
Indeed. And he has taught us a great respect for your order through his nobility.
I ask you this, Sir Valmain. What is the oath that you take when you become a knight? Do you swear to Calaviaire or do you swear to Varen?
Neither. You swear to the queen.
And your queen, she is loyal to all of Varen? She is loyal only to her and her kingdom? Or does she seek the betterment of the entire land?
I would not speak for her, but she is a good queen and an even better woman. And she wants Calaviaire to grow and prosper. She wants the light of civilization to grow and prosper across Varen, and wants Calaviaire to be that leading light. And I know that she has trusted in the past and now again that the wolf has returned, the ally that is Navarre.
We have been in contact with the wolf for some time, and he has brought it upon us to Iveron at the border there to push back the Colium forces and do our best to help them. Now we ask you to ask your queen to help him push them back further. What forces she can lend if she can send them north to Dakareth to aid in the fight against the undead. This is where we are going next.
Your journey here is to head into the undead kingdoms, the old Byzantine Empire?
Precisely.
Absolutely.
Those
Yes, sir.
Suicidally.
Those are dangerous lands.
We're dangerous people.
And we do dangerous things.
That I do not doubt.
We did not pledge an oath, such as yourself. I am a monk. I pledged my life to my temple and its teachings. I do not expect any of my allies here pledged such an oath, but they have given their lives time and again for Varen. I would ask each of you and your soldiers to do the same, to look inside and see what is more important. Vigilantly guarding a safe pass, or going to fight the demons themselves.
I can say that I can pass on this information to the Queen. She gets information from different sources, and I will absolutely add this information for her to make the best decision. I can also warn you that if you were heading into the old Byzantine Empire up north, that to leave letters for your loved ones behind, as it can be quite calm with what expeditions we send out very infrequently or incredibly violent. Those lands are, particularly Riscallion, the first kingdom outside of our pass, is a marshy nightmare at times. And when night falls, horrific things appear. Things that have swallowed whole regiments of our army, and patrols of our knights have failed to return. That was during the good times. We now hear that the attacks from our pass have gone from infrequent to regular. And rumors from the Storm Hall, the dwarves down below beneath the mountain, say that their defenses against the undead that come through the mountain from up north have gotten even more dire. For you to boldly charge in there, I hope you are as good as you say.
Of course we are.
Might
Well,
even be better.
Wally pulls out a giant dragon tooth from his thing, sets it on the thing. We bet our lives on it.
Well, I can tell you on our end that, again, I will communicate this with the Queen and send out a message immediately as soon as this dinner is finished.
Emphasize it is a request, not a demand. We seek help.
And to that help, we would, there may be a gnome who follows us, and in his care, a young woman. If you can tell him of what we have said here and where we are going, as well as if you could provide us a letter of some sort to present to the commander in the north, so that we don't have to reintroduce ourselves to others who may be battle weary and suspicious of those approaching.
Of course. And then my question would be, does your request, monk, come with the support of King Phaon? Do you speak on his behalf?
I think it is safe to say at this point, we each speak on his behalf. But Piercy, you wear his colors. Is what I said good enough?
I think it works for now, yes.
It works for now. He thinks.
Well, as for my knights, we are currently stretched a bit thin, as you can possibly see. We do not have many here within our castle. We have had a recent interesting eruption with a strange obelisk that I have men surrounding now. And then we have also gotten news that may aid your case with the Queen, or may not. And I'm guessing you have not heard the news. It came recently via what I have been told is some sort of House Relmar magic.
We have heard of them, but we've been traveling for many days.
What is this news you speak of?
Something called the Second Battle of Aranoa.
Does that ring a bell for anyone?
Oh God. Anyone can make a society roll of 40 or higher.
Nope.
That's super rare.
What about a warfare?
It is possible.
Warfare
because we have
lore?
natural-
Yeah, I'd say 38 then.
No.
I got a nat 20. So that's still not 40. If you put my multiplier on that.
What did you?
Be 36.
36 with a natural 20 will get you a success.
Okay.
Yeah. Won't get you awesome info, but it'll get you success. You know that is a battle that took place in northern Varennes several hundred years ago, involving a great beast.
Okay. And how's this House Ramar responsible for this?
He snaps his fingers and says, "Bring me that message." And he takes out a scroll case that's delivered to him. And he unrolls it and reads it again, and then puts it back away and hands it back to the messenger, who stores it safely. He says, "The message reads an update that one of the Queen's diplomats received a message in a dream, which has happened from time to time from something called a House Relmar from your kingdom of Navarre. And the message reads that there was a second battle of Aranoa. Apparently a beast, a dragon, red as fire, was stirred up in your northern part of your kingdom. And King Phaon's new army stretched as thin as can be, as we have heard over the last month. With no soldiers to send, he was forced 8 days ago to send his captain of the guard and as many captains as he could up north to handle this particular issue.
What was the name of the captain of the guard?
I do not know.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And Mirskan's city guard marched.
Oh, it's
Mirskan's city guard marched upon this dragon in its ruins. Unfortunately, the captain of the guard and all his men were slain. The dragon remains alive within its lair.
the name don't matter now, does it?
The dragon's still alive within its lair. And most of Navarre now is nearly defenseless by our count, with an army mostly sent to Iveron and not strong to begin with the king's return, and now his city guard gone.
And of this, like, Soldern's, like, obviously somewhat despaired by hearing that, even though he can't remember the captain of the guard's name, and you're a bunch of dicks and won't tell me. It's because I'm having a mental block.
Somebody
Do you
should
want me to
remember
tell
the
you?
notes.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Makes me very unhappy. This obelisk that appeared,
Yes.
tell us of that, if you will.
It does not seem related. It was...
It's all related.
I would disagree, sir. It does not seem related. It was sometime before this message, and it was just an eruption of earth and sand in our plains not far from here. And there was a shaft now left where that eruption happened, and there's an obelisk with strange carvings, and some of my men have been attacked, so now they are currently guarding it while we try to ascertain what is going on here.
Attacked by what?
They were attacked by skeletal hands, is the report that I received.
It is related to our task, then, I believe. The undead is mucking about is definitely a concern of ours.
And that is why I have them currently encircling this shaft and keeping an eye on this obelisk.
Where's this at?
To the southeast,
But you said not far from here?
a day and a half's ride.
I believe this would bear investigating.
He says, I would certainly not turn down the help. I think it will be at least a week before we get any kind of wizard from from the Calaviaire proper, from Canebrin, the city of Canebrin, and they can be a fussy researching lot.
Tell me about it. Wizards.
But for me, you being men of Navarre and women, at any moment, I mean, pirates could invade if they so choose from the Thousand Isles. Thave, I don't think they have the organization to do it, but they could stride right in from the south into Navarre. I think, though, they would certainly hide and use Navarre as a shield. This dragon, though last report is it's staying in its ruins, could go anywhere within Navarre and have total control of anything it wanted, land on any city, any town, and burn it to the ground.
No way to get back fast enough. We left our wizard.
Iggy. Ignal. That was his name. The captain of the guard. It was Ignal.
That handsome dwarf?
Yes,
That's a loss.
indeed.
There's rumors of that dwarf.
But he's a wily one, though. I would not necessarily believe he is yet dead without having more information.
Well, a dragon has been brought up.
How
Question
do you
is,
feel
do we
about
go
that,
after
Bo?
that?
Well, we would have to go back.
We would only confuse Xander if we left that way now.
Where we run into him?
He'd find his way.
It is questionable. Both
But there's no way
both
to
of those
get-
are questionable.
There's no way to get back fast enough. It'd be another week before we got back to where that dragon was.
You could certainly take some of our fastest horses and shave perhaps a day off if you know how to ride and ride hard.
I don't know if we should fight it without Xander.
That is also true. Though it is a red, it will
That is also
not
true.
be to
I
his
don't think we should
strength.
fight it without Yelena.
That's better. That makes more sense.
We seem. Let us
Let's rest on it. Talk about it in the morning.
indeed, but I think either way, the obelisk is close enough,
There's
and
not
near
enough of
enough in
us
our
to
path.
go around.
True. Is there ever?
Once upon a time there was.
So
It
now
seemed a lot easier.
Now we make our way to an obelisk.
Does that not seem like eruption
Is that
in the
more
ground?
important than
Giant
a
obelisk coming
dragon
out.
tearing apart our homes?
Undead.
Killing our friends? I mean, there's undead in the north, too. That's our original plan.
I believe that those undead and these must be tied in. And the obelisks don't just pop up out of the ground for no reason and then start crawling with undead. At least not last I heard.
I mean, yeah.
All right, then.
We have 3 choices, I suppose.
I think it would be kind of fun to get our beaks wet with fighting the undead
Yeah, a fight would be nice.
instead of a dragon.
What say you, Piercy?
I think I think if we go a different way than why we here in the first place, I think we should keep going the direction we wanted to.
We have more information now that may change our path.
Always more information. That's you go no one direction if you follow all the new information.
Let's sleep on it. Make a decision in the morning.
Indeed.
All right, you guys.
Good idea.
You guys chat some pleasantry and some random gossip with Knight Commander Valmain, and then bid a fond good night.
And then it's the morning.
You rest And in the middle of the night, some of you whisper and talk and have some ideas about what you want to go and where you want to do. And in the morning, you guys are putting on your boots and getting ready. And as you're sitting on your different bunks, you have this conversation, decide what to do. That will have very interesting decisions here.
Sildren, you seem pulled to the south to this obelisk. It's a day out of our way there, another day back, out of our way coming back.
That's to our southeast, and then we can cut north from there. It would probably be, all told, 2.5 days out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not an insignificant thing that has happened at that location.
I agree.
And it seems tied into Scourgeonar. Would you not suppose?
Not the dragons, part of Scorenar too.
The dragons are more the part of Char Ice.
But I think they... what is, our enemy's enemy.
Yeah.
I don't think we can fight the Scorenar on our own.
Oh, that's what we're headed. That's where we've been headed to go. To another one of the towers.
Bolly?
I find a dragon, and I'm inclined to pursue it. However, it's on the other side of the world. The Rift Spear has always been on my mind since we left. That's where I want to go. And if I see my kin on the way, I shake a hand or two and have a drink. That doesn't cost a gold.
You owe me a few drinks when we see your people.
When we find the gold, we find a knoll. We're up now. They don't get
Well,
gold.
we're just gonna walk away from no fight because stupid people.
So that's where I stand. I'd say go north. Let's find the Rift Sphere.
Ignore the obelisk. That is the thought.
I'm gonna take sides with you, Sildren. I think we should check it out. But don't lead us away from our next fight.
Master Yaru,
You didn't acknowledge me.
We are party divided, and
We should split up.
you seem to have the deciding vote in this, unless you have a different choice, and then screw you.
There are no easy choices to make. But I think the right choice is the one you have made. I think the obelisk should be dealt with first, as it is closer.
Or at least investigated
If
to
Bali,
see.
if after that you want us to return to Navarre to deal with the dragon, perhaps that could be our next assignment, and we could reach Xaner at that point for a faster way to travel. This is no guarantee. There are no guarantees here. But Palik wants to fight. Sildren wishes to learn. And I just want to go. So let us go.
It seems decided then.
Very well. It's decided.
Then we're to the obelisk.
All right. You let the Knight Commander know. He has already sent out the message to the Queen per your request, Yaru, Master Yaru. And you guys head out. He is also willing to have you guys trade up horses to fantastic, fast-running patrol horses.
Lovely.
Bali?
Stick
with Boulder!
Stick with Boulder.
All right. One of the horses just puts Boulder on its back to just go. All right, you guys then head off the next day southeast. You are led by one of the young squires who is going to get you there. And he rides hard. They are taught to ride hard and fast, and they know these fields and plains extremely well. He gets you there very quickly, and you camp overnight, and then the next day, late morning, you arrive at what appears to be just a large mound of just maybe 50, 60 feet in height, but you can see there's a camp of several knights with tents and horses that are tied down, and some are standing around. As you guys approach, they get weapons ready, then they see it's a friendly squire, and they stand down, and you ride up. There is a couple knights that approach you guys, and they say, "Hey, what brings you here?" The young squire says, "The knight commander has brought these defenders of the realm to help with the obelisk." The knight says, "Oh, this is good news. We were told we were supposed to wait for someone from the Wizardry Guild."
We were unexpected by your knight commander when you received those.
Yeah, they said you had a drain to unclog. I don't know what this thing is.
We are here to investigate the obelisk to see if we can help.
Well, we had locals that reported a huge eruption, and he points to chunks of stone and debris that totally are lying out in this gorgeous flat grass or undisturbed grass. So we came and investigated, and this is what we found. And he leads you over, I don't know, like Indiana Jones style or Steven Spielberg style. I can see as the camera pans over the edge, and you can look.
Very dangerous.
You can look down and see there is a vertical shaft of about 100 feet. There are several rope ladders they have thrown down the side, and in this shaft, out of the shaft, is not an obelisk, but what looks to be a tower. Upon this tower, you can see there is...
I give them all a look.
Don't give me that look, son of a bitch.
Except for...
It's already been investigated. Who's down there anyway?
And upon this tower, you can see there is a big metal door down at the bottom. And then at the top, there is a stone balcony that goes around the whole top floors. It's about 80 feet up, so it's 20 feet down to the top of the tower. And what else was I going to say?
Is there a star and a sword piercing it anywhere?
There is a symbol of a star carved in with a sword piercing it from the top.
Weird.
Another one of these. It's a good thing we came.
This is what you call the obelisk.
The little guy's gonna be angry.
I think we should avoid this and head north.
You're a dummy.
The knight says, "Yes, we investigated, and several men went down on our ladders 5-6 days ago. We were attacked as soon as we tried to open up that door. The dead came out, skeletal warriors, swords, claws. Well, one of my men was killed, others were injured, and we were forced to retreat. We were ready to re-engage, but once we got word back from the Knight Commander, he told us to hold still, and we needed magic investigation."
You know, this is a tower, not an obelisk.
"It's all the same to me."
No.
Well, it might be the same to him.
Okay. Obelisk, they're no hollow inside. There's no doors or windows.
Well, they haven't been inside. They don't know what's there.
But they know the dead is inside.
Well, either way, you guys we're gonna head down, right?
This balcony, is there any entrances from the balcony?
Yes.
And there's an entrance at the bottom of this tower.
Yes. So the tower is about 80 feet tall, big door at the bottom, small door at the top. The tower is about 50 feet away horizontally, and then the top of it's 20 feet down. And then 80 feet more down is the bottom of it. And you have 3 different rope ladders along the rough earth side that go down to the bottom.
I can get to the top.
Yeah. Do you
I
want...
can get to the bottom.
Yeah.
I can get 10 feet over here.
I can get 20 feet over there.
I can go this way.
Do we want to go in through the top floor or the bottom floor?
How are you? I mean, a few of you can get over there, but that's a big long jump for me.
I believe Master Yaru could get there, and we could string ropes so that it would be safe enough to to travel across for us all,
Yeah.
especially with the help of these good
yeah,
knights.
it's
We could
probably
make short
better to fight our-
work of a bridge.
Better to fight our way down than up.
Okay, sure.
Dude, you've never been in a fight before?
I mean,
Better to have the top ground.
we have the high ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Shall I go over there?
If you would be so inclined.
Okay. Yara's just gonna go to the edge of the cliff and do a abundant step, which is a teleportation spell that I have, allowing me to teleport 50 feet. My movement speed, really. So I'm just gonna teleport kind of directly across and then fall essentially 20
No,
feet
you
down.
can angle it down.
Okay. I'll just hop over to the to
the balcony.
the balcony on the
right.
top floor.
Yaro puts his little hands together. I'm imagining does the genie head nod and teleports and is instantly on the stone balcony inside this vertical pit.
So he's
Sil-
down there, but
Well,
thought you
he's
said
on the
ropes.
balcony, right? Yeah. Sildren, why after Master Yaru does that, is asking the knights if he to gather some rope and materials,
Okay.
and then are any of you a good bowman?
Yeah, and they bring a bowman over. I have a logistical question. Let's say Yaru had a rope with a grapple attached to it,
Yeah.
and Sildren, you had the other end of it.
And I teleport.
And you teleport. What happens? I don't understand. I can't visually make sense of that. You didn't do that. I'm just, what happens?
Sildren's gonna get sucked in. I mean, I don't know. That is weird.
Because your equipment comes with you.
Yeah.
If you have a huge coil of rope, I'm imagining then the rope is severed.
What happens if?
Yeah.
I would guess.
I'm guessing
it's
so.
just
All
cut
right.
through the.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause I
what
don't-
happens if somebody's touching you when you do that, or something like that?
Yeah, I don't think that.
The rope is severed.
Yeah, because it's not like it's not a portal that I step into and then cut off or anything.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
just.
Anyways.
my matter is disappearing.
Yeah, they were able to have a bow. And what's your plan?
To fire it with a rope attached to it, near but not hitting Master Yaru.
Okay.
And then we will string ropes across as appropriate until we have a stable
I brought Piercy's little buckler shield to
path
catch
to
the
be able
arrow.
to be able to make it across.
Okay. They fire a rope with a thin line over your way, and he says, sorry, as he's a better shot than he thought.
It
and
hits me in the
almost
third ear.
almost pins your third ear.
Put an apple on top of it.
They were able to attach a rope, bring it over. It takes quite a while for this logistics to finally get it across, but they do have some lines now that are across, and time doesn't seem to be a huge issue for this. And after about an hour, they have everything all set up. Is everyone here trained in athletics or higher?
No.
Bali is not. So the only one who is not easily able to go across is
Well, actually, I do have training, the improvised training, I believe.
No, I'm asking, do you have a T next to the skill athletics?
No.
Okay, Bali is the only one who is nervously getting onto the ropes. He's like one of those rope courses and just doing it all
Oh,
wrong.
he's not nervous. He's, let's do this.
And
right.
Sildren's near him and will cast guidance before he
Goes across?
Yes.
All right.
I'm constantly surrounded with, don't do this. Don't do this. Bad idea.
All right, some people have gone across. Some are waiting behind for you, Bali. You're in the middle, and you are making your way across. And as you're going hand over hand, maybe some double rope type thing, your feet on the bottom rope, hands on the top. You get about halfway through.
Halfway.
When it starts to wobble.
Uh-oh.
Make an athletics roll, please.
Athletics, here it comes.
you get a +1 due to the guidance.
I get a +1, 28.
With a 28, you are totally fine and make it to the other side. And-
27 was plummet to your death.
Yes. You make it to the other side with ease. The rest of the group does, and everyone's on that side. And who's
Wait, was it acrobatics or athletics? Sorry.
athletics?
It was athletics? Oh, I'm short for that. So 24.
24, and Bali goes falling and falls. What was it? 80 feet.
No, because Sildren will cast Featherfall.
Does that have a range?
Well, Sildren did say he was close enough to cast guidance to start. And then, yes, Featherfall is...
60.
Just asking because he's 25 feet across that distance.
60 feet.
Okay.
One
You
falling
fall, Bali, and go falling and falling and falling. And just before you hit, you slow down and you gently land on the ground, slightly upside down, though. You don't have the ability to control yourself.
It's the slow mushing of a face. I'm fine.
With Featherfall, you do land on your feet.
Not with a dwarf.
Not with a dwarf.
It's a racial penalty they have.
It's always right side of the face.
Why is this?
The cat folk always land on their feet. The dwarves never.
Never land.
That's a problem.
You can climb back up through the rope and across. Come on, hurry up. Quit screwing around, Bali.
What do you want me to? I don't have a rope.
How long
I'm
does
up
that?
the ladder.
How long does that last?
Until start of your... No.
It can. It's
For that fall, I'm guessing. I don't know.
F word.
It can be well. It can last as long as you concentrate. If it's a
Featherfall, cast verbal, one falling creature, 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. So, Bali, you then climb back up the many rope ladders that they have going down.
Oh, that's right.
And then you can try this thing again.
It does say that the effect ends as soon as the target lands.
Lands, right.
But it's a cantrip, so we can do this as many times as you
great.
want.
I didn't know it was a cantrip.
Actually, no, it is a level 1 spell. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I need you to
Don't fall again.
make an athletics roll of just 27 or higher.
27 or higher. Athletics.
Yes.
Who's catching me? Here we go.
We'll tie a rope to him.
Hey, much better. 30.
30. All right.
31 if guidance is still holding,
Yes. I
You
would
are
cast
not
another guidance.
exhausted as you are doing all this crazy work. Now you're going hand over hand. Make one more athletics roll, please.
Of course. 28 plus 1 if guidance is being counted, 29.
29. Okay. You were able to get across to the other side. You are not fatigued. Everyone is now over and everyone is on the balcony.
Well, it's locked. So
Back down, everyone.
It's like, we have no problem if it's locked.
All right, well, we tried. Let's
Yeah.
go back.
come on, Bali, let's go.
I'm not fatigued.
Were you gonna say something?
Nope.
Yar's gonna try for the door.
Okay.
Or Palika.
Yeah, let's hold off a second, and Palik will check for traps.
All right. Make a perception roll. No, make a thievery roll.
Oof, 34.
34. You search closely for. I have to make that roll. Sorry. What's your modifier?
24.
Okay.
And
You're confident there are no traps on this
Okay,
door.
then I'll open the door.
All right, you open the door, and as you do, the door opens, and there is a sucking in of air, and some of the dirt around you goes in, and Palik, you feel a drain upon your body, and I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
31.
And with a 31, you feel yourself more than a little drained. You have gained the drained condition. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm totally wrong. It's a little more worse than that. Did I say drained? No, it's not drained. It is right here, and it is called the doomed
Oh, shit.
condition. For those of you scoring at home, again, doom condition is the maximum value before you die is reduced by 1. You feel this place is filled with dread. It is not a place anyone should be. You can still take actions of your own volition, but you feel very odd and ill at ease.
Sildren will put a hand on Palik and say, rest easy, and cast Death Ward,
Okay.
which suppresses the effects of the doomed condition.
Ooh.
In addition to that, you shield a creature from the ravages of negative energy. You receive a +4 status bonus to saves against death and negative effects, gains negative resistance 10, and suppresses the effects of the doomed condition. It lasts 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes of anti-doom, pretty much.
Nice.
So you got 10 minutes to get to dying 5, and you'll be all right.
Nice. And Sildren, as you are the second person in here, you must also make a fortitude saving throw.
Natural 20.
All right.
nice.
You are fine. And as you do so, you are somehow able to break this negative effect of this cast upon this entrance. What do you do magically to create that? You shatter this doomed sense.
When I actually cast Death Ward on Palik, the magic from the Death Ward transfers through and suppresses the field that's creating it, allowing us to all pass through.
Great. Palik, though, you are still affected by it, but you are suppressed. No one else has to deal with it at all, though.
Well, Palik's a woman, so it's typical that they'll be suppressed in some way.
Okay. Palik.
You've alienated all 3 of our listeners.
Feels a little funny.
Oh,
But she passes through the
Okay.
threshold.
You are inside this top tower. There is a room that has a metal trap door, so like a metal grate, if you will. But that metal grate is completely obscured by a goo that is black and shimmering with little mini stars. And it's almost as though it's out of place. So imagine if you had this weird goo and it kind of like collapses in as though it like melted down.
We've seen this before, right?
Possibly. But imagine it melting down, but then kind of just stopping and coalescing. So you can see the outline of the metal grate and where you might lift it and go down naturally. But instead, 90% of it's just gone from this thing. But it doesn't look like it's damaged in any way. It's just not visually there.
Yeah.
So it's covering about 60% of this floor, and then the only way down you can see just maybe a foot here and a foot here of this metal grate, and there's some sort of shaft or possible ladder you can't quite see yet, but then a lot of this goo is then poured in and has maybe gone down about 6 feet of weird spatial interruption. You can also see there is a black ball that is attached to a wall nearby, and the ball is also swirling ever so slightly with those crystals, but it does not have any goo on it itself.
Does not look like the rift spheres we've seen.
No.
Are these magical spheres of darkness in any way?
No.
Okay. The only reason I ask is Polly's actually able to see through that stuff naturally.
No, no darkness.
Okay.
Piercy, go touch the black ball over there. See what happens.
No, no.
Why not?
I don't.
I bet you it'll give you magical powers. You could be the new Xander.
Well,
It could teleport him somewhere. You know what they say about black balls. You never come back.
no, I think no. Thank you.
You don't want to be the new Xander?
No, I'd like to be in the Savasha Buckler.
Okay.
About this grate on the ground, you said it was 60% covered, but still looks like it could be.
No,
open?
so you're in the tower.
Yeah.
The whole top floor is one circular chamber,
Right.
and about 60% of that floor is covered by this goop. So like one half of it is completely covered by this black goop. The ball is kind of near that, though you can reach over and touch it if you really want to do that, since you seem to want to do that, Piercy. And then the goo from that side has now spilled almost into the center of the room where that grate is, and then is kind of coalesced and dipped down in. It's almost like someone has dug out this star stuff. It's a very hard visual for me to get across for some reason.
Could attempt to dispel it. If you thought that would be, I mean, that
We
might,
know how powerful this magic could be.
and I have I've dedicated my most powerful ability to be able to dispel.
Oh, really?
I have.
Nice.
If you think you are capable, by all means,
It,
it's worth a try.
Are you gonna do the ball or the goo?
the ball first and then the goo.
That's always how it goes.
We got somewhere in the last 10 minutes.
The goo is what's preventing us from being able to get through the shaft, right?
Yes.
And the
You're
ball's
the
just
one
kind of
that made
hanging
this
there.
encounter, Tom. Goo shaft balls. Come on. So Sildren is going to cast a 7th level Dispel Magic on the goo.
Okay. That's huge.
It is huge.
You start casting the magic, nature and leaves start to appear. A pine scent, sounds so lame, fills the room. Nice incense smell fills the room. There's a breeze where there should be no breeze, starts to swirl around, and some of the little stars start to twinkle. And then...
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
stars. And then I need you to make a spell casting roll like you were making an attack.
Yep. My spell DC is 32.
Anywhere in particular, or are you aiming more for the sphincter of the room?
The
Okay.
sphincter, yeah.
The taint.
As long as is that right? My spell DC is 32. Wait, no. Where's my spell attack?
Spell attack modifier plus your roll.
Okay, well my roll is 18. Spell attack modifier. I forget where that is on the character sheet.
I'll take a quick look here as well. This is...
I think it's like, yeah. It's pretty high these days. 20 something.
Oh, it's definitely going to be high. Going to Druid. Going to spells.
Mine is 32.
Yeah, I think mine is the same then, or one higher because I've gotten pretty. Where are you seeing yours?
Next page.
Spell roll plus 22.
Okay.
weaker
So
than
that's
No, it's yours. It's plus 22.
so that's a 40.
a total of... What did you roll?
18 on a level 7 dispel magic.
All right, so 40 on 11. This is biggest dispel magic we have ever seen by far. So you gain a success. Counteract the target spell if its level is no more than 1 higher. So you can counter a level 8 spell or less now if you've beaten, which you have. And with a huge gust of wind, all the goo gets pushed up out of the little indent it makes, revealing the grate, and gets pushed back against the wall and becomes dried up within the wall and disappears entirely. And you're left with just that little ball left with the stars that then fade away. And it's just a black ball. And then the whole room is completely clean. And that magic is totally gone.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Screw you, Scorchador!
Don't touch it now.
Gaining
All
hero points,
badness is
Sylvan.
gone. Yeah.
No, there's still like crystally things in the ball.
Oh, no.
No, it went black.
It's black,
all
but
black.
touch it.
Sildren goes and picks it up.
Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Sylvan goes and grabs it. All right, you grab this sphere. It's like a...
Because nothing bad has ever happened to any of my characters touching spheres.
You grab the black sphere. It's the size of a softball, and it easily just comes loose from the wall, and nothing happens at all.
Okay, stick
Yara
it in my
goes
pocket.
to the grate in the middle of the room.
Is there anything else in this
I have
room?
detect magic right now because we are without Xander. I will detect magic upon that.
On the sphere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in general. Around. No.
Couldn't have done that before we went through the door.
Jeez, it's been so long since we've done detect magic. I gotta freaking look it up. Xander doing infinitely. You get a pulse. You detect illusion. You have to choose to ignore magic. You detect low enough. However, that's okay. In the School of Magic, the highest, you can pinpoint the source. Okay, you detect their what's the range? 30 feet, I believe. You detect no magic at all within 30 feet that is not anything of your own.
Okay.
And is there anything else in this room? Is there like no?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so Soden will go up and look down the shaft.
And I think, Yarrow, you were doing that as well,
yeah,
right?
I'm trying to open it. For sure.
All right. The metal grate is over a drop, and it is essentially a sheer drop down. What is that? 50 feet straight down to a much lower floor, where you can see there is a chamber down below. There is a ladder that goes down, a metal ladder that goes down here. And it leads straight down to a floor that has a raised section, almost like a religious dais, but very small, maybe 10 feet, and then 5 feet, and then 3 feet, so like a tiered type thing. And that's on one side of the room. On that little raised section is more of this black starry stuff, but not on the rest of the room, which is the majority of the space. And on that space is a being, a creature of 7 feet in height that has black garment on, almost a ceremonial tight robe, something that perhaps an evil Neo might wear from the Matrix, if you will. Has a headdress that is a flange that comes, 2 vertical flanges that come from, almost from its eyebrows, and flanges up and back and over, almost like fins of a fish or something like that, but black in nature. You cannot see the eyes. The eyes are covered by this headdress. The mouth is looks dark from this height up above, and the creature is looking up at you and doing nothing but looking.
Hello.
Do we see from our vantage point like the interior of those metal doors we saw on the bottom outside of the tower?
You
Do we
do-
feel like this is the ground floor, so to speak?
You do not, but you do see there are some stairs that spiral down the side.
Well,
What are the dimensions of this room again?
10, 20, 30, 40, I'd say maybe 80 feet in diameter.
So we can just travel down through the stairs, right?
Ladder.
Ladder. Okay, but then where are the spiral stairs?
On the side. Once you get down to that floor, there's stairs that go down.
The same floor that the
Yes.
7-foot figure's on,
Yes.
watching us
Yes.
intently
Yes.
with evil intent.
Yes.
Yaru jumps down the ladder.
Yarrow goes clambering down the ladder quickly.
Okay. Wondering will follow suit.
Okay. The group is heading down.
Yep.
Who's last? Piercy.
Oh, Piercy. Okay.
Piercy is last, bringing up the rear. First is Yarrow. Yarrow, you drop upon the ground, and the being just watches you, its head up and watching as you come down until you stop upon the ground.
Hello there.
Hello.
What brings you here?
Top 10 things it was not expecting. What's up?
It's up to your improv, people.
It's the most cordial.
You
dungeon
didn't
crawl.
see. Yeah, he just drops in with a like stern scowl at the creature, but not just getting out of the way of the ladder, you know, but not going any closer, not doing
Okay.
anything, waiting for everybody else.
Sildren then lands behind you. Palik's not too far behind. Upon Palik landing, the creature says, I know who you are.
Yeah, I'm Palik. Who are you?
I am the Scythe of Calaviaire.
Can someone move out of the way? I can't get down.
Who is Calaviaire?
I have been told of your possible coming. Bali has arrived. Piercy's still coming down.
And what have you been told of it?
In my dream, my master spoke to me. He said that I was to come here, to this tower, to help hasten his awakening, and that is what I have done. And he spoke of you. You all. He seems to be looking around perhaps for another who's missing tonight. He said, if I were to find you defiling his tower, I were to give you 2 messages. The first message is that no sword, no spell, no army of men, no dragons of ice will keep Skordrenar, the silent fate, from awakening. The final age of Beren is coming. And the second message he has passed on is words direct from my master.
We've been trying to reach you about your car insurance. Extended warranty.
His words to you are, when you have violated more of my towers. When you did this, you broke our truce. I have slain your loved ones as punishment. Our truce is over. You will join other liars and murderers with me in the nether realms as mouthless souls. The scythe of Calaviaire makes a motion with his hand, and an actual black bladed scythe appears within his hands.
Looks like you might get your fight after all, Palik.
The scythe of Calaviaire then says, are you prepared?
You are the messenger of Skordrenar.
Tell him we accidentally broke the truce. We didn't mean to. It's all been a misunderstanding. We really want to be friends.
You continue to lie.
What are you going to do with that thing?
You will find out now. And it charges boldly across and is going to immediately win initiative with that. No, I do stand corrected. One person reacts first unless
After you.
Piercy goes to last in the initiative. One person does go first, and that is, confusingly of all, Bali.
Oh, I was ready for this.
Very confusing. I know what your initiative is.
It's 90.
Okay, show us some undead.
Heal.
Freaking, yeah. Show us some of your skills. I want to see this. I'm excited.
You want to see this, huh? Wally starts climbing the ladder again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Keep in mind the vital beacon is still active.
What are you going to do?
How far away is he?
40 feet.
Bali unleashes with the first offensive heal. And he goes, I summon the light of Thorgard in you! And lashes out, and a big chain of light comes out and tries to wrap itself around this creature.
What's the spell you're casting?
It's heal.
Heal.
I'm assuming he's undead.
Sure. All right.
Oh, is right. Cool.
That's interesting. So then have we ever done? I'm sure we have, right?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think Killian.
Yeah, I think Killian was the last one to do it.
How do we, what does it say? Christopher, is there a fort roll that it makes?
If the target is undead, you deal that amount of positive damage to it, saying whatever the heal is. You restore
Fortitude save. It's right there.
and it gets a basic fortitude save.
All right.
The number of actions you spend when casting the spell determines its target's range, area, and other parameters.
So how many actions are you spending? Two actions for maximum damage. You lash out with the spell, and the light attacks the scythe of Calaviaire, and it stands there and takes no damage whatsoever, triggering its ability, negative healing. The Calaviaire can choose whether or not it takes positive damage from healing.
Oh, really? At any time?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Shrugs it off. You have one action left, Bali.
Try it again, Molly.
It's going to come closer. I lash out with a divine lance.
You can with one action left?
One action left.
How?
Oh, no, it's a double.
Yeah, most are two.
Most are two.
Do we still have haste?
No.
No.
No, the haste is gone.
All right, Bali, one last action. What are you going to do?
Step back and be defensive.
Okay, he steps back. Next is the scythe himself. Let's see. Oh, I gotta remember that. It races in with its first action, with its which it appears to be quite quick with, as it is quickened. Then it attacks 3 different times, and it will strike at Yaru with all 3 of those, as I'm assuming you were kind of just right there in the front area. It strikes at you with a, I gotta figure this out, a 48 to hit.
That definitely hits. That's a critical.
Critical.
But I have a fortification rune, which means I can do a flat 17 check to make that not a critical.
Oh, cool. That's right.
A 7.
All right.
That's critical.
Second hit is a 39 to hit.
That also hits.
And the third hit is a it swings, you get pissed, you dodge the last one. It is flat-footed for the next turn with a critical failure on its last attack. Cool. Okay. However, we do have some hits coming in on you.
Double damage and then regular damage.
Regular hit is a total of 36, 42 points of damage.
Okay.
Big slice, but then the massive slice, oh my goodness, is 100 even.
Whoa.
Ouch.
You still standing?
I am.
Oh, still
30 hit points left.
on his feet.
Not even.
That first blow was a shock. Also, I'm thinking it's like Hulk Hogan. The first slice dropped you, the second slice has you shaking up, and the third one, you just go that rock solid Hulk Hogan thing that he does. Brutal slices with this scythe. That was it for this creature. Let me double check. That counts. Good. All right. So next up is Yaru.
Oh, good. Just writing down my current hit points there. Yaru is immediately going to cast a spell. He is going to cast the Wild Wind Stance.
Okay.
So you see him. He's going to do in 2 actions. He's going to back away 10 feet and cast the Wild Wind Stance. So basically, anything within 30 feet of him is now susceptible to being attacked in a 30-foot diameter.
Right. You have range.
Yes, 30-foot ranged wind attacks.
And the creature is on you, pretty much. It's
so I back up 10 feet and then cast that spell. So 2 actions. My third action, I will use a flurry of blows to attack the creature.
Good luck.
Oh, Jesus. That's a total of 30 for the first. And a 13 plus 21 is 34 to hit for the second.
Shoo, shoo. These 2 cool wind attacks from 10 feet away both miss the creature. Next up is Palik.
That's not good.
No, it is not. Sorry. Palik is going to attempt a tumble behind.
Okay. You were about 30 feet away, so yeah, you can tumble for that. So acrobatics check versus its reflex.
A 34.
With a 34, is it? I can't remember. I think it might be reflex plus 10. That has a huge benefit. Let's quickly look real fast. Actions. Sorry, it's been a long time, listeners.
Yeah.
Tumble through.
Tumble behind.
Reflex DC, so it is plus 10 more. All right, so what was your total?
34.
34. With a 34, it sidesteps and you do not get behind.
Oh, we're fucked.
Okay, well, I'm on it, so I'll attack with a 41.
With a 41, your blade pierces. A short sword, I believe? Rapier.
Very nice. Bring the pain.
30. 22 points of damage.
22.
Nice.
5 of that being electrical, if it matters.
Okay,
Probably
got
does
it.
not.
You draw black blood on your blade, and the creature winces in pain. Nice.
What did you roll?
41.
Sildren.
I still have one more
Oh,
action.
sorry, go ahead.
I will attack again. With 33.
With miss.
Yep, okay.
Sildren, you're up.
Sildren will take a half a step towards Master Yaru. Remember, he's not the healer of the group anymore. And then will hold out a hand towards the sky, the sky of the Colloquin, and say, by the light of Keth. And boom, and a searing light extends from his hand, making an attack.
Attack roll. Good luck.
Fucking A. 25.
With a 25. That's not a natural one, though, right?
Correct.
All right.
It was a 3 plus 22.
With a 25, the creature easily sidesteps it, and Palik is actually grazed for 1 point of damage.
Sorry. So that's 2 actions. With the other action, so we hadn't really mentioned this, but before game we had realized there was a first level spell called Pet Cache, which allows your pet to jump into basically your cloak in a little dimensional pocket.
New spell for you.
And at this point, Sildren whips his cloak open, goes, ha! And
it's not Shunka.
oh, wait, hold on. Stuffs that away. And Shunka jumps forth out of his cloak.
All right.
And that's probably my third action.
Okay. Good. And Piercy.
So, Blink, you did not tumble through
I didn't
right
know.
behind? Okay.
I failed.
Piercy is going to attempt to tumble behind for his first action.
Okay.
Athletics roll.
So 38.
With a 30, it's acrobatics, by the way, not
Right.
athletics.
Oh, that's, yep, sorry, yes.
38 is a miss.
Damn it. So then he's occupying the same space as Palik because he has that ability.
Oh, cool. Weird.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't make it true.
Yeah, me neither. This is he's a tough son of a bitch.
Second action is to take a swing at him. That's a 19 plus. Oh shit! How do I do this?
Did you roll a 19?
Yes,
Do you have a keen rune by chance?
I do, but it only triggers if it's a hit. So
It's gotta be a
19
hit.
plus 26 is 45.
Is then a critical hit.
Excellent.
Whoa.
Nice.
All right, so
We needed that.
The rune shimmers and cuts and makes
Yeah.
So let's see how I do this. 3 to 6 plus 2 plus. I'll release twice. We'll just double it. So it's 12, 14, 28 with 4 of that being fire. Plus, well, I'll roll the persistent fire later.
Okay. So how much damage again?
28.
28. All right.
Did you double your damage?
Yeah.
Oh, you only did 14 damage?
Or sorry.
Because it's critical.
Yeah. Just roll everything.
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
it. What
I
did you?
did.
What was your damage that you rolled?
I rolled 14.
and then he doubled it.
Okay.
And then I doubled it.
How much damage do you do? What does it? What does it read?
I do 3d6. Oh, plus 5, so 38. So 3d6 plus 5 plus 1d6. So
Okay.
so add 10 to that. 38 damage.
38 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
It's better.
That's better. And hold on.
Does anyone have the battle tracker health?
Christopher.
Christopher has it.
I should.
And then for my last action, I do a finisher. I'm gonna go at you again. Hold,
Because you did after you. Forgot. Yeah.
hold
nice.
still.
Good luck.
Oh, that's it's a 31.
Having taken the damage, the creature gives out a raspy scream of and everyone around it within this battle, which is all of you guys in this somewhat enclosed space, are now affected by a nasty aura of misfortune. So you have missed, Piercy, but even so, it wants to see if you can miss even worse. Everything you guys do that's a D20 roll must now be at disadvantage from D&D. 2 rolls taking the lowest roll.
Oh, that's great.
Good Lord.
So roll
All right.
again, and it's looking just for a critical failure on your part real
There's
fast.
no save against that?
Nope.
So I'm rolling one more.
Yeah, just roll fast. Roll 1.
11.
Did you roll 1? That's all I care about.
No.
Okay, fine. Good. All right, and I think you're done then. You did get a good cut into it. Bali, we're back at you.
Bali should be somewhere near the monk presently. To which the Bali kind of turns and focuses on you like really intently, and you see his eyes just kind of shift in a purple amethysty kind of
Just
color.
smacking me in the face a bunch of times.
And he lays both his hands on you. I infuse you with the living rock. Thorgard lives in you.
Oh, I feel so hard.
And he is now given the ability of regenerate.
Oh, before that happens.
Hold on, before that happens.
Yes. I interrupt your interrupt.
I forgot about confident finisher.
Yes, minimum damage.
So 10.
10 is great against a huge dude. That's really cool.
I don't like double digits.
All right.
I was interrupted before I do that, during I do that, or
As you do that,
After I do that.
you are 20, 30 feet away. The scythe of Calaviaire instantly teleports away from Palik and Piercy and teleports right behind the spellcaster dwarf Bali and interrupts that with a scythe attack from behind.
Whoa.
You are attacked, Bali, with a, where did that land? A total of 43 to hit.
Critical.
A critical. You have been hit for... Oops, sorry, I rolled normal. I'm going to roll critical damage. Bali, surprised, is hit for 94 points of damage.
Scheiße.
This is negative damage, which doesn't really matter to you. You were hit with negative damage and with this ability called Lurking Death. If the strike hits, the scythe disrupts the triggering action. That spell and the actions for it are wasted.
Oh my god. Okay.
You have 1 action left.
He's still within touch, and I heal him with the
Touch heal.
remaining heal that I have.
You heal
The
Yaru?
monk.
What was
yeah.
that, Chris?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Boom.
All right, while you figure that out, the scythe now attacks.
34 to you.
And it lashes out at Bali once, and no, it has, with its haste, it can do an extra strike, we said, right?
Oh, it has haste. That's good.
It will attack twice at Bali and twice at Yaru, since you are both right there. Let's start with 1 at Bali. The scythe comes, natural 20.
That'll do me right there. You don't even need to roll again.
It alternates the attack over at Yaru with a 44
That hits.
hits. Then it goes back on Bali again, and you're down at that point.
It's like a carnival game. Just ding, 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 ding.
So Bali, you are dropped to dying 2 as it slices into your unconscious body on the ground. And then its last attack is against Yaru with another 44. So that's 2 hits
That's
on
2
Yaru.
hits, yeah.
All right. So here's the first one. 37 points of damage.
That brings him down.
That brought you down? Because
No, I got
you got the
hit for
light heal.
35, brought back up for 34. That brings me to 69.
69.
And then that was...
You got hit. That brought you down to 25.
I thought it brought me down to 35. Okay, I'm done. I'll relieve the math down.
Okay. So you got hit for 37 and 35 points of damage with the 2 hits coming at you.
35 and 37 would be,
72.
Yeah, I had 69.
Okay.
Whatever it
Yeah.
was.
You are dropped. You are now dying level 1.
It's a turnover.
Its turn is over.
He takes 7 points of persistent fire damage.
I hate those so much. You can roll it.
I did.
Sorry, you
7.
did. Yeah. And then it's a 15 or higher, right?
Yeah, I think
Can you roll that for me just to speed things along?
2. Nope.
Okay, it's still burning. Nice. I'm glad you remembered that. Thank you. Yaru, you're up.
I am dying. I have to roll.
No, you do not. You go up in initiative before it. So don't go yet.
Yep.
Palik, you are up.
That sucks. I will attempt another tumble behind.
Okay.
That disadvantage is great. 34.
Nope, you run up to it, but you cannot get behind it, and it twists and knows you are there.
No.
Keep trying. Keep trying. It's
And
cool.
I'll attack. 38.
38 is anyone alive over in that area? You're not in that area.
I mean, Sildren's
Not
up.
anymore.
Sildren's Shuka. We'll say you have flanking. That is a hit.
Oh, I do have flanking?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that means
He just gave that to you.
good times. Yeah. 20 points. 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage.
And he's gonna have with my debilitating strike, he's gonna have some persistent damage.
Okay. As long as it's not fire, it can totally stack. Nice. Did you have any other actions? You moved, you attacked once.
I'll see what happens here again. No.
Okay, Sildren. Save the day.
I'm gonna do what I can. Sildren, gonna crack his staff against the ground and use a 3-action area of effect heal with his staff of greater healing, which we talked about the charges. Let me find that real quick. So he's going to do the 3rd level heal,
All right.
which I think is just 3d8 and then no extra, I believe, with the area of effect.
Correct.
Correct. Yes.
So everybody, and it's positive energy, so I guess he has to activate his ability. And it will be everybody in that area, which is, I think,
Everyone
everybody.
in the battlefield.
9 plus 7, 16.
16 points of damage. That means particularly Yaru and Bali are now conscious again. You guys lose your dying levels. You do get wounded 1, so you're more susceptible to death later on.
And then Shunka gets an attack.
Nice. Shunka is there.
Come on, buddy. Let's make it happen. And Shunka has flanking. And let's see. Blah, blah, blah.
Roll twice.
Yeah, that's right. Well, fortunately, the second one was a natural 20, and the other one was a 14 plus. My God, where's Shunka? Plus 21, plus flanking, 38.
38 is a miss. Cool. It is back up at the top with Piercy.
All right. Piercy is going to use his first action to do some bon mot.
To taunt the creature.
Oh, you think you're tough? My swashbuckling sword is bigger than your side. Take that. And he rolls 35 for his bon mot against Will DC.
Will DC, I'm pretty confident is 35.
Yeah.
Is a fail.
Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, he tries to do a tumble through. He's going to fail on that with a 36.
36 is a fail.
Okay. So he
Dodging your insults and your tumbling.
Yeah. Takes a swing.
Which I
haven't done.
You're in the same space as Palik, right?
Yeah.
So you would get flanking with Shunka.
Okay.
And don't worry about those doubles. Just roll your doubles now.
Yeah. So now I'm rolling a double 1. No, I miss.
Okay,
One
and
of
you
those
miss.
is a D10, my friend. you need to roll 2d20s. Oh, okay. I saw the D10 on the paper.
that's different.
My bad.
And who? Oh, because you moved in and you closed in. Anyone who is an expert level or higher at occult can make an occult roll, by the way.
Trained.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Molly?
we're
Occult? No? Okay.
We're
Never
not
mind.
the occultists of the group.
All right. It would be Xander. All right. Carrying on. It is Bali's turn. You dropped first.
Can Bolly cast while he's on the ground?
No.
Spends an
Yeah,
action.
you can. Yeah, you can.
Bolly will get up. That's an action.
Okay.
And then he will... what was he looking at? He's kind of eyeing where the scythe is when he's trying
Oh,
to
it's
do.
right there.
It's right there.
It's ready to do some reaping in a moment.
That's very interesting.
Don't.
Bolly's going to disengage.
So you
From the
stood up with
scythe?
one action, and then you're going to step back.
with caution.
Okay, that's a second action.
That's a section action. Do I still feel in range with this scythe?
Yes.
Yes. Can I disengage?
You can do a full move then, yes.
I don't want to trigger it. That's what I'm trying to avoid, but disengage and then I'll move.
Okay.
Behind the monk.
All right, and then you run away, and you are 15 feet away from the scythe, and it does not slice at you.
Okay.
Bali is safely away. Yaru, you are prone.
So he's not next to me anymore?
He's close.
Is he within touching range?
He can be, yes.
Without getting up, my first action will be to touch him.
40-10. Ding!
D10.
Oh, the vital beacon healing, right.
Vital beacon. Let's take a few of these.
Bolly shivers a bit.
I thought yours was stronger
Yeah,
somehow.
you should be rolling these anyways.
Isn't it like 60-10 or something?
No, it's always been...
He cast a level 4.
yeah, it's at its base level.
Let's see. 6, 9.
Actually, no, you're right. I did not cast it. Roll 2 more 10s on there.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding.
14, 16, 19, 24, 34.
34 healing.
Takes you up to
34
50
points.
even.
All right. 50 health. Go ahead. What else you got there?
My second action will be to cast my final focus spell, a wholeness of body, and heal myself a further 56 points.
Whoa!
nice.
So all of the wounds
Yeah.
heal back up and
And
seal.
he's still just laying on the ground doing all this.
And my third action will be to do some kind of like breakdance, windmill,
I can see it.
to get myself back up on the ground and hit him in the face.
How are you doing both?
Do you have Kip up?
I think, automatically with one of my spells.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought you had some sort of ability to just pop up.
Well, there's a feat called Kip Up.
There is, but for now we'll just say that I'm causing wind to stir as I'm breakdancing and swirling around on the ground. I'll stay prone, but I'll attack him
Okay.
with my wild wind stance.
I'm going to give you a -2 if you're still prone.
Even for a ranged attack?
Yes. And I don't show you have
Go ahead and
up.
Kip stand up. Oh, no, never mind.
And this was the wild. You think the wild wind stance might help you?
Well, yeah, I can hit any target within 30 feet.
I'm talking about the. You said something was going to get you up, and I don't know what that is.
No, I'm going to cancel that. I'm just doing the cool
Okay.
movement instead. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
So
I'm
you
gonna
have to
do it.
choose. Do you stand up with your last action, or do you attack with a -2 penalty?
I'm just going to attack with the -2, I guess.
All right. And you do have some flanking, so it counts as flat.
Oh, I got to roll 2 d20s? Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta take the lower one because this guy's a.
Genius.
You still have hero points.
Well, yeah, I haven't been a
Ooh,
hero
we do
point
still
used
have
yet, but I haven't rolled shitty enough to use one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Let's use one of those. Roll the 2.
We can't do worse than that.
Do you just roll the 1 die? And
It's an
replace it?
11 to attack plus 25. That would be
But a hero point
34
just
minus
negate
2, 32.
disadvantage?
But plus, again, you're flanking, so plus 2 is
34.
33. As a miss. Yaru heals a bunch, but cannot get that last strike, and
Cannot be hit.
it is its turn. It has Yaru, has Piercy nearby, and Sildren, and Shunka. It will take a strike at all
about
4 of
Palik?
you. Oh, and Palik? No, it's going to do the ones that I said. It's going to do it in reverse order. Shunka is a target. Oops, rolled damage. Shunka is attacked with a 41 to hit.
41 is not a critical, but it is a hit.
All right. And that is a total of 33 points of damage.
Okay.
Sildren, 47 to hit.
47 is a critical for Sildren.
Sildren badly hit for 78 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I had Piercy.
You said 78?
Yes.
Okay.
Piercy, you are struck for 33 to hit.
No.
Ooh, the first scythe miss. And then Yaru is the final quickened target. Good luck.
77 again? I'm sorry.
78?
78.
30 total for Yaru.
No, sir.
Oh, the scythe is getting
still
heavy. Can't quite get it. Nice. Trying to finish at least one of you off. It cannot succeed. And I have Palik up.
Flanking. Okay, buddy, let's go. 36.
Miss.
Oh man. That's another miss.
Okay. She's trying. She's trying
Is this
hard.
a curse?
It's an aura.
It's an aura. Okay.
I mean, I'll try for the third. I don't have anything else to do. And yeah, 3 misses. Just
Swinging wildly.
whips.
Sildren.
Do I have any angle where there wouldn't be any angle where there wouldn't be anybody behind?
No, too tight right now.
Okay. How many hit points does Bali have?
Bali at present 16.
Oh, well, that's an easy decision then. Sildren will, I guess, crack Bali with the staff.
Doing a single target heal.
Yes. Using the 2 actions at level 2. So it's not going to be a ton. 14 plus 16. So 30.
Belay that heal. As you cast that with the staff, the scythe of Calaviaire
course he
triggers
does.
its lurking death ability, teleports only an inch. So it's still in the exact same spot, rephases, and then swipes out with its scythe to interrupt that. Let's see if it's successful. I think it will with your armor class. Here comes the attack. Yeah, 44 to Sildren.
That's critical.
Sildren is critical in his effort to heal. And that is 73 points of damage to Sildren.
Okay. I am down to. You said 73.
Yes.
I'm down to 15.
And you do not get the heal off, and the charges are lost on the staff.
Okay. So I have 1 action left, right?
Yes.
I'm going to save that action for Shunka, and Shunka will attack the Scythe. And at disadvantage.
Good luck.
Nope.
Okay. Dump, dump, dump. We are back over to Bali, badly hurt. Standing.
Badly hurt.
Oh, burning damage.
Oh,
10.
yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Plus,
It burns.
oh, that's a good one.
Roll a 15 or higher.
15 15 bleeding damage. Persistent bleeding.
Yeah, it might not take bleeding damage.
Well,
It can.
Oh, great.
15?
yeah.
You guys just did 25 points of damage.
Yeah.
You got a 13.
Still burning. Roll a 15 or higher, and it shrugs free of the bleed.
Do I have to
No,
disadvantage?
no, no. This is its roll.
20, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Gets rid of the bleed. It's its roll. You're rolling for
I'm
me.
rolling for it. That's bullshit.
Sorry. I'm just trying to speed things along. All right.
It is bullshit, though. Yeah.
Jesus.
Bali goes and wants to make another target. So what he does is he calls forth a homunculus from the stone, the earthen stone.
Okay.
And it rises up and it takes shape and it just kind of lumbers and starts to step forward on the creature, the large one. And
What is this spell called?
Spirit Guardian.
Spirit Guardian.
Nice.
Just changed its shape a bit.
Cool.
And attacks. And is it also affected by this
Yes.
curse? Or
Yes.
all right. Bum, bum, bum. What? Not one.
With a miss. All right. Does it have hit points? It has 50 hit points and can't recover hit points by any means. All right. You summon the creature and it is struck and it has 40 hit points remaining. It is booted by the boot of the scythe with its natural one.
It can't take any damage.
The
The only
guardian-
time it can take damage is if it is defending.
If you do each time I would take damage, the guardian takes the first time. If they continue to do so, it did anyways because of critical failure. We're just saying
Okay.
it happened. Yep. So it has
Right.
40 hit points left in its defensive efforts. I hear what you're saying though.
Gotcha.
Okay. And you have an action left.
I will raise shield.
What shield?
Shield cantrip.
Okay. I was like, wait, that's a different character. Yaru. No. I skipped. I'm sorry. I skipped Piercy. Piercy.
Oh, all right then. Who has the least hit points? Children?
Probably.
Him or
I
Bali.
should be okay, though.
Molly is at 16, I think, right?
You just gave me 30, right?
No.
Oh, no, that's right. I'm at 16. So technically...
Healer's at
Sylvan-
16.
My healer's gloves want to heal somebody.
Heal Bali.
Okay.
He's more important.
First action is to rush over to Bali
Okay.
and use my greater healer's gloves to restore 12, 14, 29 points of damage. I hope this helps.
Certainly will.
And then how far away now is the scythe of Calaviaire?
10 feet away.
Okay. I told you, you're no good at this. With another bon mot.
Good luck.
No. And then
Your taunts are useless.
tumble blind.
Your tumbling is useless.
37.
No.
Okay. So he stops right in front of him.
All right, Yaru, you are prone next to the creature.
Prone next to the creature. I'm going to immediately, as fast as you've ever seen a cat move, I'm going to dash right in front of Bali, to like defend him.
Okay.
Still have Vital Beacon.
You can touch me at any time.
Touch me.
Yeah. I will. I'm not going to do it just yet, but I'm going to stand in between him.
Actually, you don't have to move at all. He moved behind you, so you're perfect. You're just on the ground,
okay, yeah. So
and
I'll
he's
just
right behind you.
I'll stand up immediately.
Okay, that's one action. Second action?
Second action, I'll just go ahead and do a flurry of blows.
Le Flurry?
Le flurry. Disadvantage still?
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking sucks. It's 16's the lower, so that's 16 plus 25, so 30, 36.
36 with a flanking is 38 is a miss.
8 to hit. Okay.
Just quickly roll this one, and then you have one more action left.
It's on the edge. Do that. That's an 11 plus 21.
That's worse than the last one, so
Yes, it
it's a
is.
miss. You have one more action left.
Jesus. I'm going to touch Bali.
All right, it's dodging left and right. You reach out in frustration and touch Bali. What's the healing? You roll it, you add it, and you tell him the number.
All right.
In frustration, Yaru will just yell out, "I can't seem to hit this thing."
Try harder.
Roll better.
We got some healing going on here.
29.
29 points. Sweet. Thank you. And that's my turn.
All right. There is a miss and a miss with 2 swipe attacks. And that is a miss on Piercy, a miss on Yaru. There is a hit on Sildren and a critical on natural 20 on Shunka.
Is it? Were any of those misses critical misses?
Critical misses?
Particularly on. Okay.
Looking for ones? No, that's good. You do have that ability.
Yeah.
That is 47 points of damage to Sildren.
He's down.
Sildren is dropped. Shunka absorbs a critical of 74.
Okay. Shunka is up, but irrelevant now because he can do nothing without Sildren being conscious.
It is...
He has 28 hit points left.
All right. It is Palik's turn.
I will run over
Oh,
there.
wait. We got burning, yes.
6 points. And he keeps it.
All right.
I'll run over and flank this guy. I rolled a natural 1. I'm going to use Halfling Luck.
To reroll?
Do I re-roll both of them?
Yes.
30.
Okay.
I'll try it again. Another natural 1. I will burn 2 of my 2 hero points.
No, you just spend 1 hero point. Reroll both.
On a natural 1, it's 2 points.
Of your own. Yeah, sorry.
Sildren will give 1.
Okay.
It's a miss, but it's not a critical miss.
Okay. Swinging and swinging. Cannot connect. It's dodging and parrying. Bum.
No, I got rid of it. 'Cause
Piercy.
Tom pulled a dirty trick.
What is that? What is that thing we can do with one of our actions to gain some knowledge?
Recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge.
I'm gonna try and recall knowledge about this scythe.
You can make a occult or arcana roll.
Oh, they're both the same. Here we go. Do I have to roll doubles? Roll 2 20s?
Yes.
Okay. 26.
With a 26, you know nothing at all other than it hurts.
Okay. All right. Second action. It's gonna get in a flanking position.
You are in a flanking position.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's try some wit. You know, you cannot dodge these forever. Your luck is about to run out. Nope. And with his last action, he's going to take a swing.
Good luck.
No, he misses.
Okay,
horribly.
trying his best. He has failed.
This aura shit is shitty.
It's nasty. We have Yaru.
Oh. Okay. I will.
Can we go back 1 second? With the steady spell casting, would that matter with that attack?
Absolutely.
The interrupt. So can we roll that back? to
What's
see?
steady spellcasting?
Confident in your technique, you don't lose spells easily. If a reaction would disrupt your spellcasting action, attempt a DC 15 flat check. If you succeed, your action isn't
Roll it.
disrupted. Nope, it was disrupted. Never mind.
Okay.
Carry on.
Can we roll back one other thing?
We're grasping at straws.
Can we go back to where we went into the tower?
When
Reverse that.
Sildren was knocked unconscious, I forgot that I have a skill called Caterwall, which we got in our last level up. I've never used it, which allows me to... An ally within 30 feet would be reduced to 0 hit points, but not immediately killed. I give a daring yowl in the face of adversity, bringing them back to 1 hit point.
Sure. That sounds massive.
And they get dying 1.
That
Your ally's wounded condition still increases by 1 as though they had been dying and recovered. appears in Advanced Player's Guide.
It's a reaction. You didn't burn your reaction yet. It's once per day. An ally of 30 feet is dropped.
Can I do that for Sojourn?
Your ally isn't knocked out. You remain at 1 hit point, so you gain the wounded one condition. You skip the whole dying
Gotcha.
concept.
In that case, Shunka got his attack,
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
and it's gonna miss.
Okay. But Sildren's at 1 hit point and gets to go. Yara, what are you doing?
I will run over to Sojourn. First action.
Okay.
Second action, I will pull out my greater elixir of life. Third action, I'll hand it to Sojourn.
You can pour it down his throat.
I'll pour it down his throat.
All right.
And that is, I believe,
Greater-
76 plus 18.
Elixir, I have it here.
70s?
I don't have the number though.
7d6.
Yeah, 7d6 plus
Oh, do you have it? Okay.
plus 18 for greater elixir
You
life.
got it, Sildren? All
Yeah.
right.
So I roll 4 of these and then add
A lot.
Bolly, you're up.
10.
All right. Let's see. The scythe was slashing. What did you roll for your thing?
21,
He's still doing
Count
it.
it. Okay.
27, 31 plus 18, 49.
So he's at 50 points of damage.
50 points.
50 points out.
I'm making my way behind Sildren there, keeping clear of the scythe
Okay.
Thank you
as best I can.
for both.
I mean, yeah, we need
Yeah.
you. A lot more than we need me right now.
This is gonna hurt.
And I stab at him in risky surgery.
Again! Forever betrayed by this man!
You'll never see me coming.
And you take a full 8 points of damage as I heal you for 64 points of damage.
Okay, I am
Nice.
at 106 hit points now.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Anything else, Bolly?
That was a move. Risky surgery is one action.
Yep.
Then I restore my shield and
All right.
continue on.
Sildren, you're up. You should be.
Did my near-death experience relieve me of the aura?
No. How about this? You know that the aura only extends out 30 feet.
Oh. And how far can I... Okay. I am going to then back off to 35 feet from
All right. That's an action.
And I feel better now?
You are not afflicted by misfortune right now.
The aura only surrounds him for 30 feet.
Interrupt the command.
And then Sildren will cast Searing Light at this creature again.
All right.
I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled a 10. That would have been a 32. So I'm going to use a hero point.
Good luck.
And instead, I get a 38.
38 is a mess.
Hold on. Let me...
Let me do some more math.
Spell flanking. Something.
It is a 22 is my spell DC, right?
Yep. Spell attack is plus
attack.
22.
Okay. That's all I got.
Okay.
Good try.
Searing light bursts out. It deflects it with its scythe and it burns into the wall. Good try. And Sildren is done. It is now the scythe's turn, and it turns its attention on the two of your littler members and strikes at, where's he at? Piercy first. Piercy, that is a 50 to hit.
Yikes.
Ooh. Yep. That's if it's plus 10 over, it's critical, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. You've
Triple
been
critical.
hit for 75 points of damage,
Okay.
What kind of damage?
slashing and negative.
So minus 10 of that because of the death ward.
Oh, nice.
And so anytime he's hit him, that would be 10 less.
That's the first time I've been hit.
Oh, okay. Carry on then.
Is that for all of us then?
No, just
Okay.
I cast it specifically on
Sorry, I
him
got some math to do.
because he was doomed.
No, I was the one. That
No,
was
it was
doing-
Oh,
Malik.
never mind. Fuck you then.
You take that 10 damage.
All right.
He takes that 10 damage. All right. So that was Piercy. Piercy is struck at again. Oh! Gets a natural one.
Yeah, opportune riposte.
What you wanted. It's a free little attack.
I think so. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing super cool about it.
Not bloody likely, but you never know.
Where? I have to look at all these papers.
Can the scythe fit in a bag of holding? You just run over.
Well, I'm just gonna assume it's a normal attack. So I'm rolling 2 still though.
Opportune riposte. You gain the opportune riposte reaction. Make a strike. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm rolling 2 d20s though.
Yes.
Still. Okay. No.
All right. Strike and a miss. That was its second attack on you. Then it swipes at Palik. This is from Skordrinaw with a 38.
Hit. That's a regular hit.
Palik is struck, possibly taken down. I don't know.
No.
37 points of damage.
27 points of damage.
And then its last action is it flies very quickly around you all next to Bali.
Uh-oh.
Anybody have a reaction I
No.
can use on that? No.
Palik, you're up.
I'm at 122 by the
Oh,
way.
it didn't do anything. It just...
Yep.
5 points of fire.
It flew away. Is it next to anybody? Can I get flanking position?
Yes.
Okay,
I won it with one action.
we'll do that.
Does it keep burning? Jeez.
Okay. 40.
You're struck with a 40?
Yep.
Is a hit. Was that 1 out of 6 strikes?
38 points of damage.
All right. That's huge.
And it's gonna have some persistent
bleeding going on.
and
Black
then
blood dripping out.
I'll try it again. Oh, a 39.
39 is a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slice that bastard up.
36 points of damage plus 2 more d6. 36 plus 6 is 42.
Okay.
That's massive, dude.
Yeah.
Massive. This creature is kind of light, just maybe a couple inches off the ground floating. And you just see blood, though. It's just leaving this pool of blood all over the place.
Oh, it's off the ground? You didn't tell me that.
Why does that matter?
How'd that feel, turkey?
All right. That was Palik. We're up at the top with Piercy.
How far away is Piercy from the scythe?
10 feet.
How'd Piercy get ahead of me?
Yeah, Piercy's been ahead of you.
Yeah, Piercy's at the top.
I think you got skipped once.
Piercy, following the advice of Sildren, backs up 25 feet
Okay.
for his first action. For his second action, he says, "Hey, why you running away from us, huh? You little scared?" And doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And third action is tumble. So if the tumble through starts 30, more than 30 feet away,
Where does the roll get made?
yeah.
You stretch your speed, nurse move, you can move, attempt an you move it as soon as you enter its space. It's when you enter its space.
Okay. Well, might as well try it.
All right, he tumbles right. He runs away, curses, and then runs right back
Gets a
in.
warming run.
So no, I stop in front of him.
All right. Then we have your guys' choice: Yaru, Sildren, and Bali in any order.
It's up to you two.
I mean, I can go.
Yeah, at least one spellcaster in there.
Okay, and for
Lots of bloody people.
my final 7th level spell. Ooh, it's probably not going to take negative damage, is it?
Good try.
It's not even going to be worth it. I might as well do something else because I really don't think it'll take negative damage. Let's revisit this after the battle, Tom, because that's going to be a big
Do you
deal.
want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
What size is this creature?
Medium.
Yaru would like. It's going to be really difficult. I'm going to get behind it
Okay.
with one action.
Done.
I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
You're going to try to grapple the creature.
I want the scythe,
We want to disarm the creature.
which is easier.
Disarming is very
Very
challenging
hard to grapple
against
the shit out.
I'll
against
grapple it.
against normal enemies.
I'll grapple it, and then someone else can maybe disarm it. I'll try to grapple.
Grapple.
Side was
Athletics or
free floating.
acrobatics?
Or it just appears, comes back and forth.
No, he's there. Hold on. What's that?
Oh, athletics or acrobatics? Or-
Athletics versus its fortitude.
and is it disadvantage?
Why?
The aura thing?
Oh yeah.
Versus its.
And this counts as an attack, by the way.
Athletics, okay. It's a 6. 26.
26, not even close.
Okay.
You slide off its bloody robe.
Wait, it's an attack, so it's plus 25, not plus my.
No, it just
athletics?
counts as one of your
Counts as an attack,
attacks.
so if you attack
Oh,
now-
so now, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Ooh. But if I do that every time, it's still plus 20.
It goes down by 5, just like an attack. It's like it's one of
okay.
those multiple attacks. You have 2 actions left.
I will. It'll be a plus 15, so I will do a flurry of blows.
Okay, quick blows coming at it.
Can I do a flurry of blows like grapple on the second?
No, further blows, I believe, calls out strikes.
Or no, that's like a flurry of something else. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do an attack roll here for
Okay, couple attack
my
rolls.
second. Plus 21. It keeps doing the edge. Oh, jeez. 24.
Okay, and the second one. Did you already get the other attack? Go ahead and roll it.
Wave my white flag for the last action, I
Oh,
guess.
no, you did flurry of blows. That's one action
Oh,
for
yeah,
2
yeah,
attacks.
One's a natural 20, but the other one's an 11, you motherfucker.
And you have 1 action left.
nothing. Fuck him, dude. Back up 30 feet.
Okay, and you back away. We still have Sildren and Bali to go.
Yeah. Sildren is
Someone knock him down.
kind of low on abilities right now, and I'm just going to cast a Ray of Frost at it.
Okay. It's an attack.
Yep. Nah, 27.
Okay.
And then Shunka will attack, and I'm going to save an action with him. 31, 33.
33 is a miss. And Bali, you're up.
Bali, the scythe is closed in.
To you, yes.
Yes, so I need to disengage and try to get outside that 30-foot realm.
Okay, so you disengage, puts you at 5 feet away. And then you want to move, or you just want to move?
I'm doing a full move
Okay.
to get that 30 distance away, if I can.
All right, you do a full move and get 30 feet away. It then triggers its lurking death ability and teleports right to where you were. So the bad news is it's right on top of you and gets a free strike. The good news is that it's pretty much out of range of all of you guys now at 30 feet. It then strikes at you,
So
Bali.
you have this vision of this thing trying to, and Bali's trying to grab it.
Bali, it size you down with a 52.
Oh, fuck.
Who has the black sphere?
That's only
I
a
do?
hit.
It's only a hit? I don't believe you.
You want it?
I want it.
Okay.
Bali, you have been hit at 69 points of damage.
69. 69. I don't think I can break that much. Shield would only break like 20 or 10 points, right?
10 or 15.
It might make a difference. Let's see.
It will make a difference if it's 15.
10 minutes.
You know what?
Just a hardness 5 on it.
No, it's heightened. Chris, can you help look up shield real fast?
Yeah. I do have a heightened here. There it is.
It's a cantrip. or-
Hardness 20.
There we go.
That might make a difference. What did I get hit with?
69.
69.
69. That would make it 49. I still get knocked down. That's all right.
Okay. And then you're knocked down. Unfortunately, that ends your turn.
That's all right. It was my runaway.
Um,
But everyone else, no aura for you.
so you are now dying level 2 since you were wounded 1.
Right.
All right. It easily makes that dying level 3.
Okay.
And we'll make that dying level 4.
Whoa!
And we'll then make that.
There's only one left.
Let's be a little nice. Since you just got interrupted, it will go ahead and fly over and take out the other healer. Fly over to Sildren and attack you with its third attack. Third attack. Oh yeah, 44 to hit.
On the third attack.
So correction.
Last attack,
Fourth attack. With third attack. Last action.
It's
44?
still 44. Yeah, it's gonna be a critical.
Critical hit. 77 points of damage to Sildren.
Okay, Soldier's still up.
Still up. There's some burning coming its way.
There's some bleeding as well.
So Soldier has 29 hit points left.
9 of burning. And he keeps it.
7 of bleeding, and it keeps it.
Okay.
How's this guy looking?
Pretty bad.
Pools of blood.
Pretty bad. Badly shaken. Next up is Palik.
And I'm more than 30 feet away. I'm going to give it a little and do an intimidating glare.
And what?
Yeah.
Versus its will, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's worth it to see what happens. Oh,
Oh my God.
Natural 1.
Oof.
Do you have a hero point?
I have 1 hero point.
I
I
will
can give you
mine.
one.
I give mine. I'm down.
Okay.
So.
That's better. A 38.
38. It does not care at all about your
It
glare.
is flanking.
With the glare.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, the glare. Oh, then I will run over and flank it and swing.
Good luck.
Why are you rolling 2?
Because I'm
Is
at
it aura?
disadvantage. That's not gonna hit. It's
You're not
yeah,
at
30.
disadvantage.
Yeah, because I ran up to it.
Oh.
30 feet.
that does it.
35.
35 is a miss.
I'll try again. Nope.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. We're up at the top with Piercy.
Piercy's 30 feet away, I'm sure.
Sure.
Where he is it. So,
Does nobody have ranged weapons here?
no.
I do, but 30 feet fucking distance.
Oh, you keep a running, Steel. Oh, you scaredy cat, yeah? So that's, let's see, what do I do? Diplomacy, right? Plus, so that's a 43.
Is a hit. Is a
again-
success. Bon mot.
Yes,
Yes.
bon mot.
So you get your panache.
Finally.
Is that an attack?
No.
No, it's a, no, it's
It
just
was
a
back.
bon mot. All right. That was my first action. Second action is to run up to it.
Okay.
And third action is to do a finisher.
Okay.
Good luck.
And I do miss with the finisher, but I get to use. Nah.
Okay.
But I get to use confident
Okay.
finisher. And so that's going to be 15, 18, 9 points.
9.
Yeah,
Okay.
9.
Got it. That is bump, 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 bump,
Does
bump,
that
bump.
count as a successful attack?
No.
Sorry, 12.
Got it. Piercy is done. Then we have Yaru and Sildren, who's still standing.
I can go.
Go ahead.
So
It's right on top of you.
right on a something that's an area effect, a basic reflex save would like save it half of its point, half that damage, right?
Normally, yeah, but it says in the spell what type of save to roll.
Okay. It just says basic reflex.
Then there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
what that means.
Sildren kind of corners around and basically sticks his hands like right out in this thing's face, and then it's like I prepared this because Xander's not here, and cast Cone of Cold
Okay.
on him, which is he needs to make a basic reflex save against my spell DC of 32.
36.
Okay, so he succeeded. So instead of the full damage, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3 divided by 2. So 12 points of damage. 12 points of cold damage.
He's all yours, Sildren.
Oh wow.
So Sildren basically like all but touches this creature because he doesn't want to touch it, and just like basically covers it in ice, and the creature just like slowly starts to like slow down a little bit, and then Piercy swings and takes its knees out and just, you know, kind of Terminator 2 style, it just like falls down.
Yaru wants the scythe if it's still intact.
No, that does not.
Okay.
It shatters and
Oh
is
yeah,
gone.
magical.
Yeah.
And then, so that was 2 actions, right?
Okay.
He's casting Stabilize as his 3rd action on Bali,
On Bali.
which I have as an innate divine through one of my ion spheres.
All right.
Fantastic.
That, yeah. That was fun.
Skin over
Fun foray back
Oh,
into
you want
fighting.
another fight there,
Thanks,
please?
Tom.
The Scythe of Kaluk.
Whole first half of the episode. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight.
I want to get the fuck out of this fight.
Those Knowles would have been way better.
It is dead. You see that it has left one last annoying gift behind, and that there is, as has always been, a message carved by the Scoriel wizards at the bottom of every tower of Skordrenar that is in an old Chaloran language that they have able to say be translated for those in need. He has prevented that translation, and it is still there, carved in white lettering, but in its Chaloran language. So it makes no sense, I think, to any of you.
Can we, how big is it?
The message?
Yeah.
It's on a 10 foot by
Can I at
5
least-
foot.
Can
I at
we
least write
like
it down?
That should
Do you know
do.
what
We
it says?
describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yours.
I was thinking like chalk drawing, like,
you can write it
like, yeah,
down.
okay.
For sure. You guys do so. You can also see several heads of skeletons that were waiting just under those stairs collapse and crumble to dust as well. And we will stop there for tonight. So thank you everyone for tuning in. This is great. It's great having everyone back here. We've got some interesting after show stuff to talk about. So check out Patreon and join us if you want to hear what we have to say about this. Super exciting. And we hope to have Jeremy back with us again on next episode. And we'll see you then.
Thanks for joining us. Welcome back.
Time.